Yo, we here. DJ Hampton Stamp Pee. We in the building. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. The HQ is in the building. Aaron, Mr. Fantastic, what's popping?
What up? What up?
What's cracking, y'all?
Let's get it, man. I seen y'all. It sounds a little. Oh, because I was DJing. I had to use this board. Check.
Perfect.
Yo. I seen y'all last week, but because Mr. Fantastic was traveling the globe, it wasn't exactly official. Feel me? But we back. Know what I mean?
Brother.
What's goody, Mr. Fantastic in the building?
Perfect. What up, man? What's going on?
What's goody? How you?
Hey, man, been around the world and I. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Shit like that.
Yeah, man. What made you make the transition?
What's that?
I don't need to say it, do I?
What? Yeah, I'm transition, brother. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, the passport, bro. I mean, the what?
Well, first and foremost, brother, I'm a passport pro.
Yo, this makes, you know what I'm saying? You got like me for whatever it is. Don't want it.
HAWAI. Yep.
Man, listen. I'm a passport pro, man. This came with the occupation. You feel me? I'm just continuing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just continuing the professionalism. You feel me? I was doing this before it was a hashtag. You feel me? So you know what I mean?
Shit like that.
Damn, you went to Peru?
No. So I went to Cali, Colombia last time, and then last month I was in Guatemala.
Okay, Guatemala.
Yeah.
Man, Guatemala wasn't all that, huh?
Nah, it was the site, bro. The sites in South America, bro. Just like the scene is fucking beautiful, man. Mountains around everything, but yeah, it wasn't nothing too crazy.
Why you ain't go to Peru yet? Or you been to Peru?
Nah, I never been to Peru.
So that's where
this is my first time really going to South America at all. Period. So yeah, I didn't even fuck with South America before now.
Okay.
South and Central.
Yeah, Peru's cool. I mean, I went to Machu Picchu. You know, that's one of the places. You know, damn, man, that's what's up, man. So you liked it though?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, Cali was beautiful, man. Beautiful women. Good food. I think they say they got some of the best bread in the world, bro. The bread is definitely good. Everything from like just regular shit to like the pastries and shit. Yeah.
But let me ask you a question though about the bread though. You have to force it to be the best bread in the world though, right? Like, does it actually taste different though, or you in your head like, yo?
No, bro. So I can tell you this. You know, like how you talk about pizza, right?
Yeah.
So you have real Italian pizza. Like when once you have pizza in Italy, you know what pizza is supposed to be, and like how something so simple as like you think like tomatoes would not like you know what I'm saying, like real tomato sauce and whatever, you can taste the difference. Nah, it's just like that.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like even like I went to a restaurant for when I first got to DC as an example. Or was I? Yeah, and it was like, yo, we have the best pizza, but they use pasta sauce, and I can instantly was like, what the fuck? What is this? It's not the same. I was like, yo, this is like, you know, man, that's what's up though. But bread though, like you talking about like sandwich bread or like roll?
Like so both. That's what I'm saying. So like sandwich bread and like pastry. So you know, like you got croissants or like cakes and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. Like just like the little pastries, you can taste the difference, bro. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the process is, but and too, you know, like everything is different because you can't put a lot of the stuff in the food here that you put everywhere else. So a lot of the stuff we got here, like high fructose corn syrup and sorts of preservatives and shit, that's just illegal. They literally can't add it to the food. Yeah, you can. It just tastes different, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's what I be trying to explain to y'all. If y'all come to Connecticut, New York, we have real Italians, like real live Italians that really cook or make that pizza like it should be made. You know what I'm saying? Like not even talking trash, but like you said, the origination of it. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But now that interests me. You know, I'll be thinking like what did they say they had the best of something in the world? Like back when I first went to New Orleans, I tried the bugs. That shit didn't hit. Like I'm like this. Like what make these so good? Is it are they a delicacy?
No, you talking about crawfish? No, it's not that it's a delicacy. It's just that they known for. It's just a major part of that cuisine.
Yeah.
It's a major part of Creole and Cajun cuisine. So
okay, so it's like you gotta try it. Feel me?
Yeah, but I don't like damn crawfish either. Like it's just I don't know. I don't get it. It's like a fucking. It's like a bastard lobster or some shit. I don't get it.
like a bastard shrimp almost.
Yeah, it's like
it's little ass lobster shrimp.
That's what make it weird. It's like between the two. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's just like,
That's a hell of an abomination. Like if you think about it, you know, Maryland. This what y'all gotta try. Well, Aaron be cooking. You be cooking, Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah.
See, you might not find it, but you'll definitely find it in DC. Old Bay honey wings. Try it. Yo, I swear to God, you will fall in love. This is the best wing. Old Bay honey. Just try it. You can even get the hot honey. I seen hot honey getting a little popular. But Old Bay honey wings, cause that's sweet and you know what I mean? That combination it's the best wing I ever like, just in terms of dipping or like a sauce. Oh my, try it. And you can make it yourself, it's pretty easy. But I realized you do have to add salt to Old Bay. First time I tried it, I didn't put no salt. You know, you think Old Bay is salty, it's really not, you know. Not like you think.
It
not
definitely
like
is. Niggas just, you know, it's like that, bro. Do you know how desensitized we are to like actual flavor and shit? Like how much like salt and fat we in America we just add to shit. Bro, if you look, I promise you look at a box of Old Bay, that shit already got 10,000 grams of sodium in it. And niggas like, it's not salty enough.
Maybe you can't taste it.
You know what's crazy? The same thing with the only thing I think where like is the salt level is cool is Lowry's, because I guess it's like 90% salt, and then I think they just throw some fucking orange dust in there. Everything else though, bro, that shit is not. You can't taste the salt in it, even though it comes with salt.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe like our palate is like depalatized or something.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
There was one more thing I was going to ask. Oh yeah, like even like when you get like a soda or something. Like when you go to like a Mexican restaurant and you get one of the sodas, like a Coke from a Mexican Coke, that shit tastes flat and everything. Like you don't even.
Yeah, because it's cane sugar, not motherfucking high fructose corn syrup. Goddamn.
Yeah, real shit. And then I went to Smoothie King. Smoothie King is trash, bro. They tried to call sugar turbinado. I didn't know what that was. I'm like, what? Why y'all keep? What is turbinado? And she's like, oh, it's just sugar. I'm like, well, you should define that. That makes a difference. You know? Aaron, what's good though?
Nothing to it but to do it. Finally getting a chance to live the dream and chase away the nightmare once again.
That's a fact though. You been able to walk and all that?
I'm mobile. I am moving under my own steam.
Yeah, word. What size shoe you wear?
15.
Your shoes ugly, huh? Most of your shoes.
No.
Mr. Fantastic had on these Fruity Pebble Nike, I forget what they were. LeBron's, right? But there was a size 15. I'm like, it don't go like that, bro.
I wear size 13, bro.
You guys should just wear black shoes.
That's LeBron's actual size is 15, by the way. But so yeah, no.
I wear brogues and boat shoes and shit like that.
Yeah, word. I ain't like it. Like, well, one size 14 fruity shoes don't even make sense.
Nigga, LeBron James shoe is a 15. All NBA players' feet is like a 13 or better. What are you talking about?
Man, that playing.
Jordan wore like a 14. What are you saying? So all the Jordans that you fucking the model for the Jordan was a fucking 14. The Kobe a 14. LeBron James a 15. KD got like a size 17 or 18 foot, bro. Come on now. I know it looks small because it's on TV, but if it's no, fuck all that. In real person, goddamn it.
You done, bro? Okay. All right. Jeez Louise, I'm just saying, man. Did he weigh them in a game, the Fruity Pebble joints?
Yeah.
Or But that's what's up, Aaron, man. I'm glad you up and at it, man. You know?
Yeah.
That and then I looked it up when you told me somebody could get gout in their hands. I didn't even realize that. I mean, I guess I knew that, but it doesn't resonate just because people always talking about their feet.
Right.
You know? Damn, man. So
And that's because your feet are load bearing. That's really what really amplifies it, is the fact that your feet support all of your body weight, like 95%, 98%. You know,
your feet and them knees, man.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? What's that math? What's the equation? It's like 1 pound equals like 3 or 4 pounds on your knees or something like that. A pressure, something. It was.
When you stand up, you put 8 times your body weight behind the kneecap. Like when you stand up or go to squat, freely without any support, you put 8 times your body weight worth of pressure on the back of the kneecap.
Yeah. Damn, that is crazy work. We got to do better, man. You know, sincerely, we got to do better. And I think little things can make a big difference. You know, there's this thing, if you guys have an opportunity to watch it, it's called Game Changer on Netflix. But it was just talking about premium diets for athletes. You know what I mean? Speaking of athletes, you know, we got a basketball tournament coming up in April too.
Brother.
Huh? And you know how we gonna do it? You coming to Atlanta, Mr. Fantastic?
It's Atlanta, man. Come on.
We're gonna pick. So we're gonna have, let's say we have 27 people. So that's 8 teams, right? Essentially. We're gonna pick. We're gonna make 8 captains and pick like we used to do on the playground. I'm trying not to cheat, but I might have to make myself a captain so I don't get picked last.
Wow. Shit like that.
But that's what's up, man. Let me see what the chat. And I gotta ask y'all a question before we pop this off. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Mel, what up, my brother? Hope you had a good weekend. You already know. My brother D Majesty in the building, of course. I like it. Mr. Williams, salute. Kurt was popping. Getting the Discord, man. We had 70 people watching the fight in the Discord, man. Yo, Netflix did a terrible job, but it was fun because of just people just talking shit, man. Salute. Man, Netflix should have called us. Our streams don't freeze. Man, oh man. AC. I like it. My brother E Dub in the building. Salute my G. Hope all is well. Bub, directioncyop.com. Yo, tomorrow I'm sporting this fly shit that Bub just sent me, man. I've been looking for shoes this color because of this shirt he sent me, man. I'm wearing it tomorrow. Miss Bell's in the building. CC, happy Monday. Almond Eyes was popping, man. Salute. Impress, do me a favor, drop Almond Eyes link in the chat to her page. She been grinding over there. It's only right that y'all go over there and show some love. Rashada was popping. Hope all is well. Young Money, salute. I like it. UFO, what up, my brother? Miss Jilly. Hey, make sure everybody say hi to Miss Jilly. Salute. Thank you, Miss Jilly, for everything. You heard? Dre on the grind was popping. I like it. Be safe out there. Melly Mel in the building. I got it, man. Let me see. Big Norm was popping. Who asked? What is it? You know what this means?
Oh, Cooley. Yeah. The dude, no Fugazi guy.
Okay. What you mean? What do you mean? Well,
they got some shit, but it's a part of the thing.
Okay. Dave was popping. Salute. KMJ, what up, my brother? Hope all is well. Trey was shaking. I think I seen DC. Belly was popping. Homeboy, Shalom. Hey, just salute. Hope you had a good weekend, man. Impressed, of course. Let me see. Nightbot, I like it. Mai, what's up? Hey, salute to Mai, man. She came up on Saturday, Mr. Fantastic. Aaron, we did jump rope for breakfast. That's a new thing. 30 minutes, bro. 30 minutes. We had a break in between though. 30. What I do? 30-second break. 30 minutes of jump rope, man. Salute to Mai. Salute to
that
Dr.
ain't no joke.
Yeah, Dr. G and UT, man. But UT had the ones where it don't have a rope, you just jump. So I gotta implement a new rule. If it ain't got no rope, you can't come.
That's yeah.
He's like, I just want to get more jumps in. I'm like, Ian? You mean in? Yeah, in. Okay.
Hey, man, not too much on Georgia now. Goddamn.
Just saying, bro. Y'all be adding letters is unnecessary. KMJ, what up? Ronnie, what up? Salute. I feel like, Ronnie, I ain't seen you last week that much. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm bugging. Let me see. And Rand, what up? DC was shaking. I like it, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Mike was goody. Yo, I'm telling you, what? It's not crazy salty like you think. That's all I'm saying. It's almost like the smell. I don't know how to explain. I'm doing a bad job. I just look it on that. PJ, what up? Quincy was popping. 455 was goody. Sozan in the building. I like it. Gloria was goody. Hope all is well. Waterman was popping. Keeps it 100. I see you. She was asking this question. Black sign fell. Shalom. GA, what up, my brother? Hope all is well, man. Shorty King. Hey, Shorty King, shoot me a message on Instagram at DJ Hamp. Shoot me a message. Yo, what's popping? Salute, my brother. He knows. Victim Olympics. I like it. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, man, they gonna hurt. They really gonna hurt tomorrow. I'm just gonna let you know that now. Relly, what's popping? I feel good today, man. Mr. Fantastic, I feel good. Quan, what up? I was just telling Aaron, right? Because you know I hurt my shoulder. Did you know that?
Yeah, you talk. Yeah.
Jonathan, what up, though? Yo, we in April. April 4th through the 6th, but I'm getting there from the 3rd to the 7th. We got all the shit planned out. That shit gonna be fucking. That shit gonna be epic, man. What up, Kelly? So I've been like, a couple of days I had to tie my arm to my face, like my coach tied my arm up, right? So I can't use it. And so now, and then I keep like a MMA glove under my armpit. So I keep my elbow in, you know what I'm saying? And I keep my hand tight, right? And so I've been just using the one hand, but now my shoulder don't get tired. Every single punch from my left hand is like meticulous, So this shit been working wonders, but now I'm just worried. Like, I'm so accustomed to using my left, will my right be kind of stagnant? You know what I mean? But it feels good, man. Yeah. I'm gonna get a sling. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, man, let's get it, man. We're 20 minutes in. We got 150 people in the building. Let me check the let me make sure it's set up. Oh. What y'all think about Mike, man? What y'all think about Mike, fellas?
Hey, man, it's over with, man. You gotta. I'm glad he made it through. He didn't get hurt.
Yeah. What do you think? Aaron has some conspiracy shit, which is not. I'm not.
I think there's a little bit of robbery. It was two robberies. The Puerto Rican girl was robbed, and the crowd was robbed. I think. I don't know. It just seemed like both of those fighters could have went a lot harder. And I mean, how many did Tyson throw? 56 and landed 19.
No, they said 90. They say through. I want to say they say he threw like 90 something punches, like 97 or something. I think.
That many, but he landed. How many did he land?
Yeah, less than 20.
That's crazy. Homeboy threw 300 and landed more than a third of those. That's crazy. That's wild.
What you think, though, right? Rainbow, what up? But what you think, though? But Jake was throwing a whole lot more, though. He threw what, 300 for the fight, right?
Yeah, like 280 or some shit at least. I would say 300, damn near.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because Mike ain't a volume puncher anyway.
He never was. He never, especially now at this age. But I mean, if he threw a 90, that makes me feel better. I don't know where I'm getting this 56 from.
90 punches.
56 is crazy. That's 10 per round. That's if you're going 6 rounds deep. That's, come on.
Yo, he couldn't get inside. Think about it. He ain't a jabber. It's a counter punch hook.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
And he got them alligator arms, but he also knows. Well, maybe it is the age, because I would say he knows how to close the distance quick. He was good for
that. He caught him with the one, like you said. He did the motherfucking, you know what I mean, slip hook, and he caught him. He just didn't catch him clean. I think if he would have caught him clean, he could have at least, I ain't gonna say he would have knocked him down, but he would have wobbled him. But being that it didn't land right, it didn't land flush. He caught him in the neck versus the chin. I mean, and I think like then his load was blown, bro, by round 4 for sure. 3 or 4, he was gone. He couldn't even move.
Them legs look crazy. Like he had somebody else's legs on, son.
Yo,
like, hey, listen, y'all, everybody like, hey, you, hey,
I don't know what was happening with his legs.
You know what's crazy, Hep? All this shit I see people talking of that and John Jones, but bro, people really think this fucking fighting shit, bro, is just like it's easy.
No, it's not.
I can get in there and I can fucking, bro, you will not last 30 seconds.
I'm like, this is, like,
yo, he knows, Aaron, but he's 60.
58.
And the thing about it is, right, how you contorting yourself, it's different when you hit the back, boom, boom, boom. You could slip, right?
Yeah.
But you don't got a nigga faking, you know what I mean? You contorting your way, you trying to be proactive.
They made his training reels look real good then.
Yeah, I mean that's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson always looked good in the training shit because remember he trained President Ngannou too.
Yeah, he know what he's doing.
But yeah, man, like I said, that them 30-second clips, or not even 30-second clips of him training, bro, is totally different from getting in that motherfucker with somebody half your age. And like people get to Jake Paul, what was he 2 whatever he was? He clearly put on a lot of weight. So like you said, he leaned up against you, he punched you, bro. That shit's not gonna be easy. But I mean, you forget too, bro. It's Mike Tyson has had a wild life, so that's a hard 58. Okay, Mike Tyson didn't say he done every drug under the sun.
Shit like that.
Yeah, but you hear him tell the story. He's like, hey, look, me and my friend, we had sex with this woman, and they both died of AIDS. Okay, he out here running trains on somebody with AIDS, bro. And it wouldn't be Mike Tyson without him saying, yeah, raw. Wow. I did it raw.
Yo, son, why they did that though? You know
what, I missed that. So my son told me about this shit. I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't see it. I guess like, because I didn't buy that shit. I was watching it, and then it was like so glitchy and whatever. But I didn't even see the whole sumo wrestler shit, bro. That was wild, bro.
Yo, I did not understand that shit, bro. I'm like, why did
yeah, the cameraman didn't even stop either. When I saw it, I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Yo, that shit was the illest shit I seen. Like, there's no need to have that. I'm trying to see if I can find that shit. There's no need for that. And then I was his son when he kissed him. I'm like, oh, it's his son, but I can't find that shit. But I think Jake took it easy on him, to be honest.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he spared him. Yeah, I think the Paul brothers understood. Like, bro, you can't send Mike. You can't just maul Mike Tyson, bro. That would have created too much hate for them, and they wouldn't be able to keep collecting the bag on this shit. Another thing too, bro. This ain't real boxing, bro. Like you said, this is exhibitionism shit. So
the real fights are the other ones, though.
Yeah, the undercard. Yeah, undercard for the real fight.
Like he pouring a lot in Amanda Serrano. Even like her match, right? It looks like she should be winning, right? Because she just throwing volume punches. She just throwing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and she keep throwing, but she don't move at all. Like the other girl was making, I don't want to say girl, right? But she was making more substantial punches, right? Like when she was moving out the way and actually overhand, right? Like she was hitting back and she was countering more. Amanda just throw a bunch of punches. Not saying just, but she's just a volume fighter, and I think people was trying to say the girl kept headbutting. She did get a point taken away, but you got a southpaw, right, versus orthodox.
Versus orthodox. That was trying to make the excuse. And it was like, no, when he took the point, that was bullshit. Even Roy Jones said it. When they took the point from her, it's like, hey, look, she's leaning in on her. They're both leaning in on each other. You know what I'm saying? You fighting on the inside. So, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the second time the she beat her too.
Yeah.
Right, talking about doing the number 3, and Clarissa Shields is what? She probably 30 pounds heavier than them, I think.
Oh, she would murder them. She would kill somebody in the ring. Stop it. Yeah, I don't even. They talking about Baumgartner fighting her, and I'm just like, bro, there's no way. No woman is beating Clarissa Shields, bro.
Yeah, Baumgartner was the only one. She at least she her size. Clarissa Shields will beat the shit out of the ones on the thing. Baumgartner a little thinner, but she taller. She like 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
You know, but yeah, man. I mean, I that fight was good though. That fight was entertaining. Barrios, I thought he was gonna get put out. At first, I thought he was gonna get a TKO. But overall, I mean, it was entertaining. Netflix, man, that's the second time. Even the Chris Rock shit, that shit was glitching.
Oh, the live shit?
Yeah. Not as obviously this had, I don't know how many people watched this. Did they say?
The numbers no. Jake Paul put a thing up there. He showed it where I guess people having watch parties. Fucking 6 million people was watching it through Antonio Brown. So whatever Antonio Brown had doing it, showing the watch party, it was 6 million people watching that. So I think he gave the numbers for it this morning, but it was really good pay-per-view and outcome. You gotta think that was a fucking the AT&T Stadium, right? I think. Yeah. So that's
great. 65 million concurrent views at one point.
Damn.
That's according to Newsweek.com.
And I was looking at the tickets because I'm like, yo, I could shoot out there, but even like decent seat was like $800, which I guess I don't know, $700, $800. Way up in the rafters was like $70. But that's just literally you just saying you was there, essentially. You can't see that shit.
Yeah, you up there with the pigeons and shit.
Mr. Terrific, what up though with the 2000? Fantastic. Would you fight Jake Paul?
Fuck yeah, for millions of dollars. Hell yeah, out of here.
Hell yeah.
You're not that good of a damn boxer, man. It like you telling me like Deontay Wilder or fucking Betravev. No, nigga, I'm not finna die. It's not, the money's not gonna be worth it. I'm gonna need that shit for hospice.
Yeah.
But Jake Paul, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, Jake Paul, hell yeah. Hell yeah, you take that fight. Hell yeah. That ain't shit. You take that fight for sure. Let me see. Mike Brown would have told us, is weight or height more detrimental in boxing? What you mean detrimental, Mike? What you mean? Like height. What does he mean though? Detrimental. Like
he's saying so which one has more of a factor? Which one I guess is harder to overcome? Length and height is gonna be, but so you know what I'm saying, but of course the weight's gonna be the same regardless. But then you have like natural, so they talking like bigger, you do have people that are bigger in the class, like they said that like for example, Errol Spence was a big welterweight, right? He's just naturally big. To where like you know what I'm saying, when that's their walk around weight pretty much. So weight is important, but that length, bro. Tommy Hearns is a great example of that. Tommy Hearns was never heavy, but like just overcoming that length advantage. Another one, Paul Williams. A lot of people forget about Paul Williams, man. But Paul Williams was a nightmare too. So if you got that length, bro, length is really, really hard to overcome.
Yeah.
Hell, what's the Mexican boy name?
Who?
Fundora, until he finally got knocked out.
Oh yeah.
Weight. Yeah, so height is definitely, because like you say, you're trying to hit a motherfucker in the face, bro. If you got a 6-inch, you know what I'm saying, they gotta punch up. And if you punching up, it's really, really hard to punch up and keep your 10 chuck. You feel me? Theoretically, you know what I'm saying? So that height is important, bro.
Yeah, so I guess he's asking, what would you not rather face? So if I'd rather face somebody who is a little heavier, because like you said, people will rehydrate 10 or 15 pounds over an evening, right? Yeah. But yeah, the tall guy, like when you shorter, you instantly know you're gonna have to take punches to get inside. Yeah. So you already sacrificing points because you know you got to get inside. You can bob and weave, but you know that shit just gonna land, right? And if they're good at keeping that range, it just makes it more difficult. And then punching up, you gotta work the body to bring them down. Just trying to punch them in the face off the rip, it doesn't really work that well.
Yeah, unless you Tyson, bro, you're not gonna have that type of what's name. That's the only person that was that peekaboo style was able to get in like that and then hook a motherfucker in the head. But yeah, it's very, very rare. Y'all, this is talking about David Tua. David Tua got his ass motherfucking mollywop when he ran in the hoop.
Yeah, that's a fact though. Shit like that. Salute to Mike for getting in there, man. That shit is difficult as hell. Next time we do a boxing event, I'm gonna open the ring up. I want everybody who just think they have an understanding, just get in there for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, you'll understand how much wind it does and you take to get through just to a 2-minute round, let alone a 3-minute round, you know. But it should be.
Hey, that's a hell. Hey, Hemp. That's a hell of a last fucking 1 minute with like especially like a CJ. Last minute with CJ and get like $50, $100.
Oh shit. Yeah. And the last guy, we know if you lasted or not. You just in there taking punches, ain't lasting.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah, real shit though. Real shit. We got to do that next time. Oh, CJ wasn't hitting Miss Fantastic in the body hard. All right. We're going to give you a cup. We're going to give you a cup and you can get in there, man. Damn, that's interesting though. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So I hit the fellas last night and I'm like, hey, you guys got any topics? You know, I always got things brewing in my head, but I said, let me see what they talking about. And Mr. Fantastic, 4 minutes later, responded with Redpill rhetoric versus reality. I think we kind of talked through this when we do the talking point roulette and things of that nature, but I didn't want to assume. So, house, the next event is April 4th through the 6th. We're doing Risky Weekend. We got a live show in Atlanta. We got Adult Field Day in Atlanta with a basketball tournament, cup in hand, kickball, and then of course we got Blackout too. Did you see the video from Blackout, Mr. Fantastic and Aaron?
Nah, I didn't see that one.
Well, Cheeky did like a little promo.
Uh-huh.
Yo, that nigga is amazing, son. We look so cool. I'm like, how he make us look this cool? Like, he made me look so cool. I didn't even know it was me at first. I look too cool, man. But what is the premise? Redpill rhetoric versus reality, Mr. Fantastic.
Brother. So basically, man, Redpill rhetoric is, of course, you know, the quote unquote talking points that everybody talks about. You know, no single moms, no fat chicks. What's another big one? Fit, feminine friendly. You know, the Kevin Samuels, Red Pill, all this alpha male. You know, don't be a simp, don't be a beta. All that rhetoric. But as you point out, a lot of the times, Hamp, bro, when you get out here in the earth, as you say it, bro, what do you see? You don't see that. That's why I'm not red pill, bro. I'm a realist, right? And most men cannot and really don't want the rhetoric that they're speaking about. It's just supposed to be a framework. You know what I mean? Niggas really don't want that shit, man. I'm telling you, you don't.
Word. All right, hold on. You gotta expound on
that. Niggas definitely don't want no fit. Okay, you might want the feminine and friendly. And a lot of you niggas, y'all don't want. Listen, man, don't nobody want no motherfucking ironing board, man. I don't want no girl built like no little boy. I you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I need her to be, you know what I mean? I need her to have something to grip on to, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that.
But that and you know, again, the single mom thing and so on and so forth. You know, we had an intervention here, you know, thanks to you on that. You know what I mean? A single brother that, you know, that absolutely, you know what I'm saying, everything going for himself, and that's what he ended up choosing. And shout out to both of them. You know, hey, she seems like be a cool person, you know, but you know, even that, and that's why I say they're gonna be, because men you know, shit, if that motherfucker, you know, hit like it's supposed to hit, hey, you might fall in love with it. A lot of these niggas out here, a lot of these niggas tender dicking out here, man. They don't take much.
Yeah, because when you meet shorty, you don't meet her with her kid and all that. Like, you just see her, right? She vibing, you vibing, and oftentimes, if you talking to a bunch of women, we ain't asking too many invasive questions. You know what I'm saying? You just talking. Oh, what you know like to do, so on and so forth. You just building rapport, right? That's and now you got a kid. You know, ain't nobody doing this. You ain't Snake.
Ain't nobody asking about no body count. The body count question does not get asked in real life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Body count questions not get asked in real life. Like you said, the whole the alpha shit. A lot of that alpha shit is capped. Like, bro, you not know. Come on, bro. You not.
All right,
really
so let's go one at a time. Let's go one at a time. From the brain of Mr. Fantastic. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Let me show y'all this. Hold on, I gotta restart it.
I got new arts, cause I smash new hoes. I got old arts, cause they act like hoes. I got new thoughts, I ain't no shit was yours. I don't care though, but I'ma still smash these hoes. Why you knocking at my door asking for fucking Felicia? She got dick up in her stomach, and when we finish, you can keep it. I ain't know her, but she knew me, and she said it's nice to meet you. Man, this bitch ass nigga talking about he gon' kill over Felicia. Say my fucking name. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. Say my fucking name, bitch. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. Say my fucking name. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. Say my fucking name, bitch. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. Say my fucking name. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. Say my fucking name, bitch. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. Say my fucking name. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. Say my fucking name, bitch. Yeah, I'm Jumbo. All they do it. All they do it. All they do it, all they do it, all they do it, all they do it.
That shit fire, son. Hold on. There's another part. Oh, hold on, let me play this. What did you expect?
And my mama keep me out at 17 cause I was pushing P. And if your ass don't work, I know for fact you ain't gon' fucking eat. So why she getting mad at me? I know for fact she starving too. I pray to God and ask a question like, man, God, how the fuck we do? Man, I'm tired of every time we open the fridge, man, got fucking food. There's roaches in this bitch. I'm trying to turn the hoes to rollie to this empty in this bitch. I'm trying to get some hoes and fuck them too. And if you ain't have no money, what the fuck would you go fucking do? I'm knocking on my door like this. I got the strap on me. I may be broke, but I ain't no fucking bitch. I got that tool on me. I ain't no builder. I'm here destroying shit. That niggas trying to catch hands, but fuck nigga, I'm throwing bullets. Man, pick your mans up. All these bitch niggas just talking loud. And every time they talk, you talking soft. Turn it up and down. Man, say it with your chest. Yeah, my uncle told me pop it off. He showed me how to move up in the streets, and now I'm a big dog. All they do it, all they do it, all they do it, all they do it. Say my fucking name, all they do it. Say my fucking name, bitch, all they do it. Say my fucking name. What did you expect?
And then the other part was part 2, man. Yo, that shit is fire. He said, and then if you notice when it said pick your mans up, I don't know if
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no timing. That's how the cheek, man. Shout out to cheek, man.
Shout out to cheek, man. Damn, son. All right, so look, man. Damn, that shit get me hyped when I'm watching that shit. All right, so first things first, man. The rhetoric versus reality. What is simply not matching up? And we gotta dispel and throw that shit out, man. Seriously, like niggas be talking in terms of baseline or guideline. We understand that, but it's not being received as such, right? So what's the first one? What you think? What should we try to mine out and understand?
Definitely the single moms part, bro.
Okay.
That shit right there, cap.
Yeah. Word.
Super duper cap.
Not the cap.
So just from a statistical standpoint, right? And again, even this is mainly going towards dudes that are not that don't have kids too. First and foremost, okay. A lot of single dudes, though, again, like I said, anecdotally, we can look at, like I said, the example we talked about earlier. A lot of single dudes are still ending up with single moms, right? I.e., like when I started out, I was young. You know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up with my first, you know what I'm saying, kids, because she was a single mom, and you know, I didn't know no better. I didn't know none of the shit, and so on and so forth. And that's what happens a lot of the times. So brothers start dealing with the single mom, and a lot of different factors happen, and now you start liking her, right? You know, as a person, you're not looking at the fact of the matter that she got kids already and all different things. She uses the kids to draw you in. That's why we tell the young cats to like just keep that out of there, period, because those women, bro, women are survivalists and women are like seducers, right? And they know how to do that shit the most. But that's definitely it, man. Most dudes is not fucking knocking single moms off the list, bro. You know, be it you know, casual or serious relationship, they're not doing it.
Yeah. Now, what happens when you sorry, Aaron, do you want to give your 2 cents on it? Because then I got a follow-up question. What happens?
I agree.
So what happens then? They call that man who doesn't automatically X out single mom, even though I think the terminology is misplaced. They'll call him a simp, as an example. So how do we reconcile that? Why did that term come out?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen the simp thing put towards the single mom aspect so much as if you take it. Now, if you take it serious, you become a stepdad. Now they'll call you simp.
But what happens though? Like you want some, you like her, right? Because you like her. She start to grow on you. She cool. She ain't defined by her kid, or is she? Right? And then what do niggas do then?
Niggas not thinking. That's what I'm saying. Niggas not thinking. You like the kids. Fuck them kids. Y'all ain't going to the movies with kids. Y'all ain't going to dinner and whatever, lunch, whatever with the kids. You know what I'm saying? You definitely ain't worried about no kids when she got legs in the air. You know, they at Big Mama house or y'all at the hotel or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or at your crib where the kids ain't at. So all those things in the factor, bro. And then, like you said, I think a lot of dudes, I can do this shit. It ain't, I mean, you know, kids ain't that bad. You know what I mean?
People make it make sense in their head.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like, listen, human beings are creatures of comfort, bro. You know what I'm saying? And once you get comfortable with something, that's why so many, like men especially, you stay in a relationship that may not be any good for you or that you're even miserable in, because a lot of dudes have the fear of trying to start over and, you know, try something, get something new, right? You stick with the what they say, stick with the devil you know than the one you don't, some shit like that.
Yeah. The grass ain't always greener type shit, right?
Yeah.
And it just, what you think, Aaron?
I think the other thing is when people talk about single moms, they have this image in their head of this woman like from the deepest, most desolate parts of the hood with, you know, the fuzzy slippers. You know, she's 29, the oldest child is 17, and that's the oldest of 6 or 7, and she's eating hot Cheetos. You know what I mean? She's in and out of the bodega and shit, and that's her trip for the day. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? She always rolling her backwards or some shit. And like, that's it. A lot of these single mothers are not that.
What are they?
Well, sometimes they're formally married.
Sometimes.
A lot of times they're formally married, or they may have 1 or 2. But they're just regular women.
Aaron. You what now? They formally married. What?
No, he's saying
what?
Divorce.
Yeah, but that's not a lot of the time though. Our kids are born out of wedlock too much for that to be a lot of the time.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of the time, Aaron.
I would say 30%.
That matches the divorce rate.
If you think about 30%, it's a big number.
That matches the divorce rate.
Of course it does.
About that.
That's a big number. 3 out of 10 women.
Yeah, that ain't no. The majority of the time you run into a woman though, she don't have no kids.
Yeah, she ain't married.
I mean, she ain't never been married. Real shit.
That's a thing.
3 out of 10 women.
No. Aaron does bring up a great point. That's another thing too. So the qualification and classification. A divorced woman is not a single mom, quote unquote, the same. You're not a baby mama. She's a single mom. She's not a baby mama. I think that terminology matters a lot too. So a man that's dealing with a woman that's a baby mom's is not the same as a man dealing with a woman that's a single mom. Again, all in all, like you said, he has children himself already.
What I'm saying is, but see, we can't. What's the point of the differentiation though?
Huge, because it matters.
Well, but we always talk about how they so fickle in divorce, right? How women are divorced for anything. So I guess we're saying her prescriptions are different, right? Essentially, is the reason why we make a differentiation. But can we argue that they aren't?
Well, no. Yeah, no. You definitely argue that they aren't, because again, a woman that gets married, and like I said, that's why I say it's still it's going to be conditions on that too, because a big trend now is a woman to get married just to have a kid and get the fuck up out of there. But she's been married, I'd say, more than 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And that kid is that. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. For that was a real marriage, and shit didn't work out.
Okay, what one would you prefer? A woman with kids, a divorcee with kids, or a woman that had a kid out of wedlock?
Principle wise, I would prefer the woman. I would prefer the divorcee.
Now, is it more or less likely that father is involved?
If she's married, more likely, most definitely. That's
much more likely.
So if you're a man coming in, right, and it's less likely that the father will be involved if she had that kid out of wedlock, at least to a different extent, and if he is involved, right? Wouldn't, as a man, you almost prefer the one that kind of didn't come out of the construct of marriage?
No, because that kid now that kid's gonna be a problem, more likely than not.
Yeah,
he don't got his daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, because my father, my older brother, he's 12 years older than me. And so my father told his father in a direct conversation that he was taking over. But like that's how the old school niggas used to do it. I think I've seen that happen a couple times. To like kind of like removal of the other man, so to speak. Because his involvement, I just wonder what it looks like. But I think to your point, it benefits the kid, and the kid should have a little bit better behavior if his father was involved.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Aaron. What you about to say?
No, I'm trying desperately not to use my situation as an example purely because it's anecdotal.
Well, tell us. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't see any of the bullshit that people talk about. Like me and we get along, and in fact, it's almost a blessing that these boys have like two fathers. Like we align on everything. We lean on each other when it comes to discipline. He's not trying to change my household. He respects who I am as a man, as an individual. I had an upbringing that he didn't have. So he appreciates me in his son's life. He appreciates me as the guy behind the wheel of the household that his son lives in. And he does nothing but try to support me. Really, the beef is between him and my wife, and that's marital. And I'm expecting that to be there. But as far as like this shit that people are talking about, I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
She was married?
My wife's previous husband, yeah.
Okay. You said they have beef? What did you say?
No, just give you normal, like, marital friction.
Back and forth shit.
Right, yeah. But there's no friction between he and I. None.
You're able to compartmentalize that?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
So you saying if they have friction, you and him don't have friction?
No.
But explain that.
The friction that they have is light. I mean, it's just typical. You think there's not going to be friction between a divorced couple?
Okay.
They just don't like each other. I get it. They're divorced. They're not supposed to. He doesn't disrespect her at all.
Okay. So they'll have a back and forth.
Not even close. In fact, they'll lean on me to cool each other out. And she'll come to me trying to figure out what he's thinking.
That is such a. It just sounds just so. I understand. I understand what you're saying.
That's why I said I didn't want to go down it because it's too anecdotal and it just doesn't.
We're talking about the reality, right? The rhetoric versus the reality. And so the reality is you have a good relationship with him and her, or obviously her. But then you have to play mediator, and then you have to compartmentalize.
I'm overselling it. I'm probably overselling it. When I say have to play mediator, no, it's not. It's not like I have to play mediator. There's always going to be some friction when you're dealing with it, even if it's just, why can't he, drop him off? Why I got to go get, look, like you arguing and bickering over bullshit. Sometimes one day you're going to have to go drop him off and pick him up. And the next time, one day he's going to have to drop him off and pick him up. You fussing over bullshit is what I'm saying. Like little dumb shit like that. Like who's picking him off and dropping shit? It's times I'm like, but shut the fuck up. And I'll get in the car and go pick him up. He lives on the side of town that my parents do anyway. I'll go have a fucking bottle of scotch with my father. You know what I mean? Go eat a steak or something, go get him and come home. Like just dumb shit like that. But that's that bickering shit that happens. It's like sibling bickering that happens between a divorced couple. None of it's real.
Yeah.
There's no real beef. The man is busy. The man had to go to work. He got called in. Go get your son. Go get the boy. You busy because you had to take him. But and then he'll do the same. Oh, I gotta come. Why don't I just put him in over? Listen, man. I get it. You gotta go to work. You know what? He can lock the door on the way out. I'll come get him. Take your ass to work. Or whatever the case is. Just dumb shit like that. None of it's really heavy like that.
I see. Go ahead, Mr. Fantastic.
No, I was gonna say that. Bro, women lean on you anyway. So even if he wasn't in a relationship, if it wasn't his wife, it'll be a sister, it'll be his cousin, it'll be some other woman or whatever. It does the same thing, and where you, as a man, have to be the reasonable, rational person. For two people that don't get along that you share in common, right? And like I said, for the sake of, like you said, the child Aaron is the person. Like, bro, this ain't about y'all. All right, y'all got beef or whatever. Y'all made the fucking kid. The kid is what matters. Put your fucking bickering aside, that we all two, and figure the shit out.
Exactly.
Me coming to learn this shit, bro. As much as my relationship with my ex-wife has improved, she's still getting to the point where her little moves and shit, where she just want to bitch and whine and complain. I'm like, yo, what do you need me to do? Well, no. What did I do wrong? Tell me what I need to do so I can fix it. I ain't got time to argue with you. We not together. So that shit right there is over with. So if I fucked up, my bad. What I need to do to fix it? And you know what I'm saying? I try my best not to fucking do this shit no more. Women really are, bro. Women love just nagging, dog. I don't think you understand that shit.
So wait, has she started dating yet?
Nah. Well, yes and no.
I don't know what that means. That's fantastic.
Yes and no. That's what it means. I mean, she has dated, but I don't think she's currently dating.
Okay. Damn, man. And so they put the word simp out there so often. Are we simply okay, let me ask you about this construct, the reality of it, right? Does the word apply at all?
Yeah, it applies. Simp definitely applies. Simp has its place. Oh. It's just overused. So a simp is a man, again, that's basically dealing with a woman for the most part. The biggest simp is a nigga dealing with a woman that don't want him. That's the biggest simp. You're wasting time, you're wasting money, you're wasting resources. You're wasting all these things on a woman that clearly does not want you, and more likely than not, she's using you for something. So she's benefited from it. It's a one-way beneficial relationship. All of your praises and grand rising queen, and I'm gonna send you $30 for your lunch for Cash App and all this other shit.
This niggas.
I'm definitely not scared, nigga.
No, I hit the wrong button. I'm into this.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that's a simp without a doubt. The problem is when you get to the point of where, like, niggas is saying now, oh, if you post your girl on what's name, you a simp. Like, nah, fam. I mean, damn, you can post your old lady. Now if she got that ass and them titties out, now, I don't know. That's a little different. But you posting a picture with your old lady, man, that'll make you a fucking simp. You guys are together in a relationship. What's the problem with you? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, what you think about this one? I was saying they want to eliminate single moms from their dating pool, right? But the overwhelming majority of people want to date their own women, right? For sake of argument. And so to just simply eliminate them, and we already don't have a bunch of options, makes no sense for a man who already doesn't have a bunch of options.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. The math ain't mathing. Half of the women already have kids. Over half of the women have kids. 60% of women have kids, right? Be it divorcee, be it single mom, baby mom, or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Then, like you said, of the 35% of whatever so that's left, you mean to tell me 100% of the niggas finna get the 35%? Somebody gonna be left out in the cold, and we know you niggas gotta have. I'm gonna say it. You niggas don't hate. I don't know why y'all niggas need pussy. Okay, brother. I don't give a fuck what you niggas claim, what you say. Or I don't. Niggas need pussy. You hear me? So that's how I know again, man. And that's how a lot of these dudes end up getting caught up in these relationships with, quote unquote single moms and so on and so forth, because just sex alone. And then, like you said, hey, she's not that bad, whatever. Mind you, like you said, Hamp, shit. Hey, most people not get married anyway. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? You having a little, relationship, situationship with a baby mama, mm-hmm. People may not even know. You know what I mean? In today's climate, a lot of these dudes out here, got an old lady that's 3-4 baby daddies down, and you'll never ever notice it because, hey, they're not posting no pics on fucking Instagram. They're not shouting it from the rooftops, but that's their old lady.
Yeah, and niggas be
older
chilling.
You get,
enjoying it.
The older you get, the more thin the selection without children becomes.
Definitely.
I mean, even at 24, the numbers that Fantastic are spitting, I think, are stick, and they only get worse the older you get. You got to remember, I got married at 36. And the vast majority of the time, I was not there. I was one of them before Redpill was a pill. I was like, no, if you got children, I'm not dealing with you because I don't have children. I got the right to, like that was me from the time I found out what a woman was up until about 32. I was like, fuck y'all. And it got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Since 20, I keep seeing these single women all over the place. And I had completely shut out into the cold some pretty decent prospects on the virtue that they had children. And I started to think, what's the purpose here? What's the cost benefit ratio you dealing with here? And the older you get, it only gets worse. You think you're gonna be 40 years old and have a plethora access to a plethora of women that don't have children? You're out of your tree, my son.
I was trying to tell these niggas, bro. It just what the reality is, man. And they talking about like, yo, you change your the woman is the key, right? Depending on how dope that woman is, you'd be surprised what becomes negotiable. See, that's what happens with niggas all the time. Niggas think that, oh, y'all being weak for making a concession regarding the kid. Well, you make a concession regarding her attitude, regarding how much she respects you, regarding the fact that she don't come from a good family. Niggas make all these concessions as long as she pretty enough. We've been saying shit like, hey, let me go get a girl at McDonald's if she look like a 9. But she become a liability. She ain't no asset to you. That sound like some stupid simp shit to me. Right? Niggas concede on everything else. And then when you say kid, now niggas is like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my one non-negotiable. But y'all niggas don't get no cooperation from your chick. You don't get no respect from your chick. She got a crazy ass mouth talking to you. She disrespect you in public, but she don't got a kid, so you think you ain't making no concessions. Come on, man.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Damn, that one is gonna be. We're gonna drop the link. We're gonna fight about that one for sure. Because I think niggas is out here thinking they doing a thing. They think they doing a thing, right? But niggas ain't even out here talking to women.
They ain't doing shit. I've had them all, done it all from around the world, both sides of the equator. Legit. Receipts to show they ain't doing shit, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's another thing too, Ham. You say it's access, bro. That's the most niggas, bro. Most niggas not in that 20%, bro. That 20% where the woman is gonna seek you out. That woman is gonna she's physically attracted to you, right? To where she wants to deal with you, and you ain't got to get this bitch the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. You ain't got to hit it with the after 7 motherfucking package. You feel me? So, understanding that shit, bro. That's why I say, man, a lot of this stuff, you know, it's a good thing, and again, framework for you to operate within. But when it really come time to put that shit to motherfucking practice, hey, niggas skipping out, bro.
That's real shit. Right. You're looking at the average marriage age, right? You know, young boys, you know, again, I think another issue is we speak in a whole lot of platitudes. I don't want to derail, right? But just generally speak, we speak in a lot of platitudes. That means it's like, get your money up. Thanks. How do I do it? What do I do? What do I take up in school? Lose weight. How do I do it? They got pizza at Planet Fitness on Tuesday, right? But it's very platitudinal in advice, right? But we're not telling nobody how to actually get to it. So what's the reality? That's why Mr. Fantastic put this subject up here, right? This topic. Because these things aren't just happening. You have to make them happen. And they happen later in life, right? When people start to understand, oh, I can't just eat McDonald's and ramen noodles because I ain't 18. I ain't 22. You know? So when you start to come into yourself, you're probably 35. And then now you start to look at the woman in a different way because you have leverage now, right? I got my money up a little bit. I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to formulate my life. But now them women around your age, because, well, this is the next one. The kids are coming, period. The kids are coming. So what is your reality at that point? I think that's a hell of a... Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Aaron with the $5 says, starting to see why women ain't listening to men. Sound like we just in our feelings. We don't want certain shit, but she give us pussy. We going quietly. Harrison, what up, my brother with the $5 says, salute. But Aaron, I wouldn't want to be in that kind of situation. You respond to
this? Yeah, I mean, no one... Look, there's drawbacks and there's benefits to everything. You just have to prioritize and understand what you're getting into. But there's pluses and minuses everywhere. Is it ideal? No. But is it worth it to gain some other advantages? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Big J Triple X was popping with the $5 says the red pill is a pipeline to fascism and white supremacy. Is it? I don't think so.
This is a black manosphere stalker weirdo. Okay. Thanks for the 5.
I would disagree with that though, Big J. Mr. Terrific with the $2 to the 3 of you. What's your max squat, deadlift, and bench? I mean, I'm in the 1,000-pound club.
Oh yeah, all night, all day and all night.
Yeah,
close to 1,500.
Yeah.
Max squat, lifetime 7. Max bench, lifetime 540. Max deadlift, lifetime 6, high 6s. I forget. Because that's where you're getting the cleans and all that, but yeah, well over the 1,000-pound club.
Yeah, I could do in all of these. I can do at least 450 pounds. So,
yep, totally believable.
Yeah. Yep. There he is. Salute my G. Gifted 5. This might be risky memberships. Whoever got blessed with one, please maintain. Damn, man.
Brother.
What's another one you got, Mr. Fantastic? We gotta be realistic, 100%. The platitudes, I'm tired of them. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Fit. Y'all don't want no fit hoes. Ain't enough for them to go around either. Stop it. Again, and I'm not saying Lizzo's, and I'm getting tired of you niggas. Listen, man. There's been brothers that said, bro, oh, she over 150 pounds. She's fat. No, nigga. What are you talking about? Get your ass in the gym, right? And some of you niggas ain't never picked the bitch up, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never had no motherfucking knee creases in your elbows, nigga. Get your ass in the gym. All right? Y'all ain't never picked the bitch up and gave it you know what I'm saying? You hit it with the Melvin. All right? If you ain't never hit it with the Melvin, nigga, shut up. And y'all dealing with the 120-pound chicks. Y'all ain't picking them up. All right.
Wow.
Brother. Baby. She ain't 180, she ain't a lady. But nah, man, that too, especially again, just looking at the stats alone, Hemp, again, 70+ % of black women are overweight, right? BMI standards only. BMI, again, most people don't understand what it is, but just going by BMI standards.
Yeah.
By BMI standards, all of us are obese. I'm obese, BMI standards. According to BMI standards, I'm supposed to be like 205 pounds. Yeah. Bruh, stop it. You think I was on my way up out of here, okay? If I was this motherfucker at 205 pounds. But BMI standards, 70% is 70+% overweight, 60% obese. Okay, bruh, I be out here, all right, and nigga, I'm from the South. I'm from Georgia, nigga. I live in Florida. I see what you niggas, bruh. Hemp, I gotta show you this real quick. I'll share it, but I see what you niggas do. That ass though, niggas. Y'all are the worst niggas in the world. That ass though. Niggas, her head look like TD Jakes, brother. She look like Flavor Flav in the face. That ass though, nigga. That ass. That ass. It's too many of you that ass though niggas and like, you know, oh hey man, her body bad, nigga. She built. I don't want to hear it, man. Stop it. Y'all not fooling me. And again, nigga, I was in clubs at the height of clubs. I synced you. I synced you niggas when the club like come on at 2 in the morning, nigga.
Ladies, it's up, down, X, Y, A, B, A. That's the dad ass unlock. You unlock that cheat code, that ass will get you good.
Yo, real shit though. Niggas are making an excuse. Yo, son, you hit what's his name? Yo, you seen that ass though, niggas?
That ass though.
And then niggas like true. Like true.
Damn, niggas literally created a whole genre of bitch. Niggas created that ass though. That not white boys, not Mexicans, not motherfucking the Asians. Niggas. And you mean to tell me fit, feminine, and friendly? Get the fuck out of here, man. Don't play with me, man. Again, I ain't saying she got to be on my 600-pound life, man, but y'all don't want no bitch around here looking like, you know what I'm saying? She need 2 hamburgers and a fucking large milkshake. Stop it, man.
He ain't lying.
Yo, real shit though. Overwhelming majority of us, bro. If she all skinny and all that, like even when we was at the club, yo, the chicks that got the attention are the chicks that got meat on their bones, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't taking up blood pressure at the club. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna make the argument skinny don't mean you in shape. Listen, man, we understand, right? I think the key is one thing that we need to look at more for us, like especially for athletes. Well, I guess we has-beens, but nevertheless, right? Percentage of fat. You know, because if I'm dense as hell, right, and my body weight, let's say my percentage of fat is like 20%, for older men, that's not terrible. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, yeah.
You want me to share this? You on mute?
Yeah, hold on. So yeah, so again, this for me is big, but you know what I'm saying, I might wrestle with her. You know what I'm saying? If she threw it my way, hey, I'm taking it to the end zone, baby. Go ahead, put it in there, Hemp. This shit went viral.
Yo,
Jesus,
you niggas,
love me. This
I don't listen. I heard every comment, even the niggas. So many hear me outs. That ain't no BBL, nigga. Wow, you niggas is gonna try it. Some of you niggas go drown, okay? But y'all go, hey, you gonna be happy doing it. All right, stop it. All right, this is what niggas like. Let me so y'all can see it. 1.2 million views, bro. Damn. All right, this is my reply. That ass though, final boss. Okay. All right.
I'm wondering what those heels. I don't know, physics stuff.
Yeah, hey man, listen. Niggas in here, cat, y'all don't care. Y'all do not care. Niggas is going, you gonna try it. If these women came up to you, bro, you going. I'm not saying you gonna pursue her, so on and so forth, bro. I know you niggas, when it comes to the pussy, niggas are scavengers. You niggas don't. Hey, you niggas will run a whole deer over and throw. Oh, hey, that's some good meat. Go ahead and throw it in the trunk. Okay. I know you niggas. I know y'all.
No, that's crazy.
Fool me.
Niggas just have to literally make up reasons why not, bro. If she ran down on you,
going,
was popping, especially if she initiated, niggas is going, bro.
Going.
Niggas is going. I don't give a damn what these niggas is talking about. I don't care what they saying. Right?
Hell, don't let that head be fire and that pussy be good. Not this nigga. Hey, not this nigga.
House. Yeah.
100 miles per hour, 2 a.m.
Real shit. Yup. What you want to eat? I'm passing the Mickey D's and a Taco Bell.
You want both of them?
Now y'all get it. Now y'all see why I say if you don't go when you want to go, when you do go, you'll find you've gone because you're going.
You're going. That's a fact, though. And then here's the thing, right? Chickens be cool, right? And this is what started to be happening, right? Because I ain't really look at her. That's crazy. I ain't even look at her face. Wow.
Put him in the fucking.
I don't even know what she looks like.
Come on.
He has a face.
I don't even right. Nigga, I know.
Yo, hold on, go back. Yo, bring it back up. I dead ass can't see your face in my head.
Damn. Oh, now I feel like.
Did you look at her face?
I didn't even know if it was a makeup shot or not. Was her face in the picture?
It's nothing.
How long was her hair?
Yo, me and Aaron didn't even look at. That's crazy.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
That is crazy, son.
Shit.
Nothing of note.
Oh look, yeah. Oh damn. All right.
Zoom in. Can you zoom in?
Nah, I can't zoom in because it's working. What's my? Hold on. Let me see if I can open it up in a separate window. Hold on. It's weird when you do it in the thing. Hold on.
Yo, that's crazy, man. And I hear y'all talking, man. Y'all just seen Mike Tyson fight. Everybody got a plan till they get hit.
Okay, no, there we go. Yeah, hold on, I got it. Got it now. Hold on.
But execution, that's the thing, though, right? Just like, hold on.
That's a lot.
Man, she ain't that cute though.
Yeah, no, not at all. But listen, like you say, listen. Niggas going.
Niggas going.
She run down on you and say, "Hey, come here, you. I like you, and I want you." Yeah, ain't no hard way, nigga. Well, it's a hard way, but you doing it the easy way.
Wow.
It's not fooling me. She not cute, y'all. She not cute, but niggas don't care.
No. Now, how far niggas is taking it?
What you mean?
You think they gonna be on some Huggy Bear shit with her?
I mean, if she cool, if she cool and she got a good personality, she listen, she like you for real, and she whatever the fuck you tell her to do, niggas gonna keep her around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They definitely go fuck with her. Hey, if might even go out with her. But you know, that it depends on the man and the options he have. A lot of niggas, bro, niggas, too many niggas act like, bro, they can just get any bitch they want. They walk in the room, get the baddest bitch. No, you niggas not even getting, you like you say, you're not even shooting at the twos, the ones and twos, bro.
Yeah.
You're not shooting at the twos and fews, my nigga.
Yeah.
So even if you could, theoretically, if you really could, you don't even know because you're too scared to get in the game. Yeah. So I promise you, if a woman comes up to you, right, and that's your level, that's what you qualify for or whatever, bro, you're gonna take it. You're gonna take it. And then the worst case scenario, and this is one of the things I understand the niggas for, right? And that's why I warn you niggas. I be fucking warning and motherfucking promoting at the same time. The best pussy got a fupa over it and thigh creases next to it. A lot of you niggas don't know how to handle it. You're gonna fall in love with it. And you don't want to be out here with, you know what I'm saying, you know, big backatron, you know what I'm saying, motherfucking, you know, out here, you know what I'm saying, skipping and motherfucking what you call that shit? nigga happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro.
Damn, son. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. That shit is crazy, son. That's because I see it in my head. of what's really real. All the thick chicks that was thick in high school, they got niggas still.
And and a bunch of kids.
And a bunch of kids. But niggas be on some Huggy Bear shit. Y'all, I told this story, and it's sad, but it is what it is, right? These two niggas, she was thick as hell. Not like that, right? Not as thick as that chick. And she was a little bit prettier. They beefing over the chick. One nigga, now this the part that's sad, but it just because niggas is going for that for sure, right? One nigga end up dead over the sink, the next nigga end up dead in the grass, bro. And she crying in the corner. Shot each other up to smithereens, nigga. Cause he went over there when the other chick was over there. Or when the other nigga was over there.
Other nigga was there.
Left his baby moms at the crib to go over there with the beef and shit. Baby mom's on Facebook crying, I love you, I miss you, XYZ. He got smoked over something else. Damn. Doc's the name. What up though with the $5 says? You're a simp if you raise another man's kid. A simp if you tolerate disrespect. A simp if you pandering. That doesn't mean you aren't a good man. But it has too many definitions. So you're saying it's a 7-tier definition. So by proxy, so Doc's the name is saying you're a simp if you raise another man's kid. So simply if it's not your kid and you responsible for that kid, that makes you a simp. So just to clarify, if you adopt a kid, does that make you a simp? If you take in another man's kid or your like your brother's kid, like Mr. Williams say it all the time, he raising his niece because his brother isn't able to. Is he a simp? Like, what are the qualifiers? Right? What are the qualifiers? Doc, you can put it in the chat. We'll see if we can find it. And with the $5 says, the issue isn't if she has a kid or not. It does threat or not. It does.
Does that kid accept you?
Okay. Does her boyfriend think he can try you? And does a woman appreciate your contribution? Yeah, all those are factors. Harrison with the $5 says, appreciate that response, Aaron. Aaron 218 with the $5 says, starting to see. Oh, I read this one. Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. That's the reality shit that we really need to discuss. Though I feel like, and I'm saying I feel, those two are like are huge, because what's actually playing out in the earth, you know, the high value man one, because now I'm understanding it, right, is what you need, right, is what women are looking for, right, 100,000, this, that, and the third, so on and so forth, right, but it's only 15% of men that even qualify for that. I would argue the reality is women ain't falling over themselves to get to that nigga. It's plenty of regular niggas getting cheeks, getting access, right? The majority of men don't get access regardless, right? But if we have the Pookie and Ray Ray argument as an example, is that really what women are looking for?
Well, no, that's what they're praying for, hoping for, and wishing for. So what a woman wishes for and what she wants isn't what she gonna get, right? So she's gonna, and that's what I say. When you have the the Kendra G shows and you have these things, these balloon pop and all this shit, all these dating shows and these dating scenarios, these women ask for shit they know they don't qualify for, and at the end of the day, that's why I be going so hard at these chicks in the chat. Regardless of what you say about me understanding that, like, where I am, more likely than not, you fucking a nigga that's not on my level. He not as tall as me. He not motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? He not where I am, you know what I'm saying? Career-wise, financially. You know what I'm saying? I'm just able to assess the shit and reality, put myself up and compare myself to the average man, right? So most women are with average or below men. That nigga, the 6 figure, 6 foot, all the sixes nigga, right? He really is, you know what I'm saying, that guy. And he knows for a fact, once he understands that, he's what women want, and he can use that as his leverage. he can do it if he knows how to. Just because every dude is a quote unquote, even if you match the high value man qualifiers, how many niggas actually know how to move like that, him? How many niggas got the balls or the gall to fucking say, all right, bitch, listen, hey, I got a rotation, I got a team, you own it, yes or no? You feel what I'm saying? So I think, like I said, I think what happened was, again, the red pill thing blew up, right? And a lot of brothers that, you know, felt left out or whatever, you know what I'm saying, gravitated to it, and they started, you know, shouting shit from the rooftops. Bro, I was amazed. You know what I mean, bro? It's still it's like a new Kevin Samuels fucking like copy page every day, still in 2024. He been dead 2 years now. You feel me? So when you see when something sounds good to people, with niggas especially just running the ground, i.e. they not like us, like they play that shit like, you know, 37,000 times a day on the radio and everywhere else. Yeah, bro, you understand what it is, and so people just repeat a whole bunch of rhetoric that they don't even subscribe to for real. They don't even have the ability to or the desire to live the things they talk. They just repeat it.
Yeah, no, 100%. What you think, Aaron? Before I,
yeah, I mean, I think it's just more the same thing. I like the words you use, platitudinal. I think most of this, that's kind of like the common theme. It's just a bunch of guideline rhetoric, you know, a bunch of like what is the word I'm looking for here? Cliches that end up just being platitudinal because they just don't fit real life. They're just guidelines. Everything so far.
Yeah. And it you know, when you got realistic people, remember we had the conversation and people look for the why nots, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know, and I'm just 100% honest, I didn't know that height was such a big thing for women because I never had an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'm necessarily overly like short, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm on pretty much average height, right? But I just never even seen that being a thing where women was like, you too short or something of that nature. I never seen that before for real. Now, I think when we had the conversations, I guess if I reflect back, did my taller friends have an easier time? Maybe. But usually, when I was outside, I'm usually the aggressor in the situation too, right? So if I saw a girl that I thought was attractive, I would just go approach her. Like, it didn't mean nothing to me about getting rejected, right? I go approach the whole group, get them to come to this section, whatever the case is. In the grocery store, it didn't really matter in terms of that, you know? So, and this is anecdotal as well. When I DJ a bunch of these weddings, shit, everybody my height. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering, right? And I know it's a small sample size, right? But I probably can assume I've been to more weddings than most people just because I'm DJing them. But on Family Feud, when they survey 100 motherfuckers, that survey be on point. So I just wonder, man, like, what are women actually shooting for? Have we done men that don't hit these qualifiers a disservice? Like, what does it say to the man who's a teacher and he's the 8th grade chemistry teacher that you never ever forget his name? You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy, Mr. White, if y'all ever watched the old shows, we was in we took biology and then we took AP chemistry, right? I think it was it chemistry? And then we were the only 2 black kids essentially, right? Because, you know, unfortunately, as you go up with those courses, right? And so the teacher used to pour into us. He just took a liking to us, right? It could have been for whatever the reason was, you know, maybe because he was black, but it was only us 2. But he made sure y'all stay after, y'all do this, y'all do that, X, Y, Z, you know? And that man was great to us, you know? I'll never forget his name, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't making $100,000. You know, but he had a wedding ring. But what makes a person high value? You can't just be that bread. Feel me? What y'all think?
No, I mean, money kind of is a side effect of what makes a man high value, and I think it's an immediate metric you can use to assume a man is high value, but I don't think it is an accurate nor direct measurement. I think things like principle, things like integrity, things like courage, honesty, honor, patience, discipline. These are the hallmarks. Intelligence, education. I don't want to. When I say aggression, I don't mean aggression like as a personality type. I mean aggression with life, like kind of a forwardness, that kind of you pursue relentlessly that which you believe is worth pursuing. You know what I mean? That kind of, what's the word, Ham? Help me out. Not aggression, but just assertiveness and just maintaining that forward momentum in life.
Yeah, I guess that's a good. I think that's a good word, right?
Yeah,
because
right.
how you pursue is very definitive.
Exactly. There you go.
So to be aggressive, I think really resonates. People can see it. People can feel it, right? When we in the gym as an example, right? So coach set up 16 guys said they want to fight, right? And so ever since last week, we've been doing like fight camp. So ever since last week, it's less and less people showing up. Less and less people want to spar.
Right.
And so the pursuing of what it is, you can tell the difference, right?
Right.
So I often just spar with a few different guys because I'm trying to be better because I'm not good.
Right.
Right. And so I make it a point every time I go there to make a statement. But people drill wrong. I don't drill wrong. You know what I'm saying? If it's 50%, I drill correctly. But as soon as it's supposed to turn it up or we hitting the bag and we got to get out this many punches, I'm doing it aggressively, and I be getting my ass kicked too, of course, but that matters, right? I think that's the intuition that women do have. I think that they can see a nigga, like how that vibration is. Do you think that matters for men before they even know how much money you have?
I hope.
What y'all think?
I mean,
Mr. Ventana ain't paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Aaron to say something. Go say something. So no, men look. Competition and being a man is hard, bro. I mean, we know that shit, right? And you put the shit in the back of your mind and you do whatever you got to do in order to survive at the very least. The problem is most dudes are in survival mode, and I'm not saying that as a, as a negative. I think most people are. Let me see dudes. Most people are trying to make something out of life and get the best results they possibly know how to do with what they have and what they know of, right? And as you said, Ham, you gave a great analogy, right? And as you get higher and higher in those tiers, it's lesser and lesser people there because it takes work to get there, bro. It takes work to fucking, get at a point in the life to where you're comfortable. Then you're, you're successful. Then you're rich, wealthy, and and so on and so forth, happy, right? All those different things, so many different aspects of life. So, but most people, a lot of times not even the fault of their own. I would just say, the way society is set up, they never reached past the survival aspect of it. So they're going through life, they don't know how to plan. They've never been given the proper tools to, set goals, milestones, and, checkpoints and all these different things and whatnot. And, hey, they pretty much get what life gives them. They have to accept what they have to take what they can get. And that's why I say, when I look at it from a realistic standpoint, a lot of this stuff is, Superman shit, bro. Like I said, you niggas out here, bro, you niggas put your drawers on the inside of your pants, on the outside. Y'all talk like, you better jump off the motherfucking building and not smash the concrete.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I approach this the way I do, because, and I don't ever get too far off in the bullshit. Bro, we real people, bro. Like I said, I came from fucking humble beginnings. I never forget where I came from. I greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't motherfucking plucking roaches out of the cereal box like motherfucking Ghostface Killer, but I was damn near close to it. You feel me? So yeah, man. I just think men as a whole. That's why I'm so big on the black men specifically. Black men empowerment, advocacy is important because so many black men never had good advice from black men. The problem is once they get it too late, now everything becomes hyperbolic and you know, a whole bunch of motherfucking posturing and you know, trying to put on when it's really not what you know what I'm saying? That's not you.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy.
Brother.
Well, anybody say something?
No, I once again I agree, and like he said, everything being so hyperbolic, which is kind of sort of the opposite of platitudinal. You know what I mean? It's just once again we're back at this using templated talking points beyond their purpose. Their purpose should just be templates, but there's so much more to the big picture that we got to look at.
Yeah, no, real shit. Well, this is the next one. Let me see. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. AL with the $5 says, "What up?" AL says, "A simp is when you're going above and beyond, and there's no reciprocity, and you continue to put out." Doc's the name of the $5. Oxford definition: a silly or foolish person. So I believe that this is a broad definition. Ultimately, I believe most men are simps. Definition. I got you. Salute to Lauren. Whoever got blessed with one of those 5 membership, please maintain it. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. How about that alpha shit that you mentioned, Mr. Fantastic? What's the reality?
Like I said, man, we actually had a topic on that, and that's very, very few and far in between. And I think the whole alpha aspect of it, bro, and the way people apply it, bro, that shit gonna get you. Listen, that shit will get you in a bad fucking place, bro. All right, because ain't nobody, they don't use hands no more. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, you come up here with some rah shit with and the YNs out here. I don't know if y'all know about the YNs. These YNs ain't, bro. They ain't playing none of that shit. All right, you come with that tough rah shit if you want to. Find your ass right next to Uncle Charles in a minute, man. So I think this whole alpha thing, bro, again, something's been overblown and just hyper masculinity. Which again, there's a time and a place for everything, bro. Again, like I said, if you're in some type of competitive thing or so on and so forth, you have to exude masculinity in order to get respect. You know, in those, you know, in whatever sector or sphere or whatever it may be for that situation. But bro, you ain't got to be motherfucking the Incredible Hulk 24/7 365, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Cat Williams said about motherfucking DMX. Damn, you barking on bacon, nigga? Like you angry at 7 in the morning? Like come on, man, calm down, brother.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it just you know, when you said we just surviving, right? Essentially, like men, you know, you just kind of, you taking what you can get, you doing your best, right? And people will often default to the shit that that sounds good for them, you know. So when you're talking about alpha and beta, right? People are what's the word I'm looking for? Mislabeling themselves, right? But then what does that do, right? Are they being unrealistic with themselves that lead to a level of delusion? They think everybody has to be an alpha. Like, what's actually happening when you hear this rhetoric over and over and over, right? Like you said, it's a scripted playbook. And then honestly, who's talking this shit and who actually qualifies for the shit they talking about? Is it too many people talking without experience and just rehearsing and reciting things that they can't actually duplicate themselves? So now you're hearing shit from a person who can't do it, and then what happens to the average man who's just trying to make it? How does that actually affect him?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So what happened is exactly what you said, Ham. You have a person that you know gets to these heights, especially from a social media standpoint, where they're, you know, giving people advice and all these different things and so on and so forth, and then it comes out that, oh, whoa, this motherfucker did this, he did that, he did this. It literally goes against his whole, you know, everything he talks about. So now you have men back in this place of just what do you call it, lack of identity, right? Because they built their whole thing around someone's rendition of their definition of what it is through that person. That's why fucking idolatry is a sin the way it is. I don't think people understand, bro. Like, bro, you can't be worshiping, you know, people, because people aren't perfect. And what happens is now your whole world is crushed because you put your whole entire identity around what, you know, somebody has, you know what I'm saying, said it needs to be, and then you come to find out that they're not living it. So where does that leave you?
I know. So how does that work? Like, so when I first kind of come around, right, and I'm hearing it, and I'm like, oh, well, I never saw that, right? Or that wasn't like anecdotal experience and things of that nature, right? And when I'm hearing all this stuff, you got to be this tall and this, that, I never really saw it come to fruition to how it's articulated, you know? And then there's even some scenarios that'll come up where I'm like, well, you know, it don't actually happen like that, right? Like, you know, like that women, when you get in their head for real, the control mechanism switches.
Yeah, most people, when you challenge it, like you say, Ham, when you challenge a lot of these dudes to it, and you like, oh, for real. So, yeah. Well, how does that work? Well, you know, and then it's like it's a script, and it lets you know, like Aaron said, and you too, Ham, and like men that have just life experience, you know what I'm saying, from, and not just the female aspect, not just successful women, but being successful, being structured, principled, bruh, like you see them, you real recognize real, right? So when I hear you say the shit, and you know what I mean, especially like for me, because like, you know, I came in on this shit, and before it blew up for everybody, I was saying the same shit. I was a married nigga against marriage, okay? I was trying to tell these dudes, like, look, bro, I'm a married dude, okay? I got in way before it was cool, so on and so forth. And at the time, everything was cool. I wasn't out here because my marriage was in shambles and all this other shit and so on and so forth. I was just speaking from, you know what I'm saying, the perspective, giving the young dudes the, you know, let them know, hey, bro, it's not the same. All right, so be very, very careful before you go out here and sign your name to that piece of paper, because, you know, it didn't, you know, my shit turned out the way it turned out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh, well, yeah, that's the reason why he got out here and started doing that red pill shit, because, you know, his marriage was failing. No, my marriage wasn't failing at all. Like, it wouldn't have took my fucking marriage 3 years to fail. You feel, over YouTube. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just that aspect of it. And a lot of dudes, man, once they're battle tested or that shit's put to the fire, crumble every time, because like I say, it's not their life. They're regurgitating somebody else's experience or somebody else's opinion. That
part, man. And I can use a tangible example, Aaron, you could jump in and just popped in my head, like the boxing shit, right? Once you start really doing it and you really participating, we got people wanting to come out and actually, oh, you know, you want to say something? Well, come on. Come get this work, right? And you realize niggas ain't willing, right? And more importantly, when niggas get in there, it's not going how you think it's going. And we saw a great example of Mr. Fantastic last fight, right? But mad people was saying that. At least Will had the testicular fortitude to get in there, right? But motherfucker, oh, Mr. Fantastic got to do this, he got to do that, he got to keep his hand up, his cardio, motherfucker. I could tell how you talking and watching it. You ain't never really did it before.
I ain't stepped foot in one not Nam gym. Only gym you know is Bean and Slim.
And I liken it to what we doing, like the conversations. Go ahead, Aaron. My bad. You didn't even get a turn.
No. I think that's one reason why when we have these conversations, sometimes I get quiet, because I start to see that happen, and I'm like, these motherfuckers, A, don't have a clue of what they're talking about, or B, they're lying. What they're saying does not fit their reality. Or they simply don't have the experience to even know what fits any reality, because they don't have the reality yet. They're still green. But like when we were modeling out the whole alpha thing, remember that episode? I think it was a great episode.
Yeah.
Now I do think that the probability of people that are going to come up here, there's probably a higher probability of them being alpha because of what is required to be here. But I don't think 8 out of the 10 squares are alphas. And I think part of the allure of becoming an alpha is it's a choice of one or two. If you had to be a 1 or a 0, what would you rather be as a number?
Sorry, you broke up, Aaron. Say it again.
Oh, if you had to be a 1 or a 0, which would you rather be?
A 1?
Yeah, or a 0.
Yeah, 1.
1.
A 1. Most folks only know alpha and beta to that degree. They only know it as alpha and beta, and they know A comes before B, so A is better. So I want to be that. That's the cooler, more sought after and attractive example. They don't even know to go down the road of delta, sigma, omega, right? All these other things. But even if they do, they still know alpha comes first. And by definition, the alpha is the most assertive one, is the most prone to be the leader. So people automatically want to self-identify. Notice I said want. Self-identify as alpha. But there's nothing in their life to prove that to be the case. Forget about to us, but to them damn selves. So they get deluded.
So, all right. So let's say we talk it through it then, right? Because those are the only options, even though we try to mine them out, right? Right. I have to throw sigma out because everybody's a sigma, right? So if it was alpha and beta, right? Like, let's say I use myself. Isn't beta more common?
Yep.
And what are the traits?
Loyalty. What are the traits? Fantastic. Loyalty.
I'm just saying, what makes me not a beta, I guess, right? Like, what would make me not that?
Disagreeableness, assertiveness, self-assuredness to like a degree of extreme, or like a degree where you don't give a fuck about what anybody else is saying. Your way is your way, or your way. Like, what's a highway? Oh. You're a defensive player. That's very alpha. Seek and destroy.
Okay. I'm just trying to make it tangible, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just also interesting, man. How do we actually help? Like, how do we actually help?
Tell the truth.
Right? So the platitudes are getting people. I haven't seen any significant progress from the overwhelming majority. So what does it look like? Like, for instance, and I use this example all the time, right? Salute to Trigger Mike. He said his wife wear Lululemon, right? And then she put a big shirt on to go to the gym. Ain't nobody buying $100 pair of leggings and a $100 shirt, Lululemon shit, to wear no big shirt over, right? Just like I said, my wife used to tie a jacket around her waist. I found that bitch in the driveway. You know what I'm saying? Like what's really happening? You know what? We do get into arguments, right? These women been living way longer than we know them, for the most part. We do have actual arguments. But it's almost like we don't speak like that. So people assume that your woman is disagreeable because you may have a back and forth. We're not saying it's a plethora of times, all the times, but make no mistake. People get mad, frustrated. They got that 28-day shit they always going through, right? There's been times where I had to walk out like, listen, I'm a circle around this house. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's almost like we can't talk like that. Because it gotta be perfect, or else that makes you a simp, or whatever the case is, or a beta in that aspect. If you have an argument with your wife, which I think, like, what's realistic?
Realistic, man, is ugly. Realistic is hard. Realistic is the shit nobody wants to do. Realistic is motherfucking, like you said, bro. The shit that, and that's why a lot, bro. When you don't sell the dream, bro, it's the longest way ever. But at the same time, bro, like you said, it's a disservice, bro. And that's why I approach this shit the way I approach this shit, bro. Listen, I'm a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? I done suffered early, you know what I'm saying, and did all the motherfucking hard shit early so I can motherfucking have as much fun as I can have later. But I still have not forgot about none of the shit I did to get to where I'm at. And that's the beauty of it. I think because you have so many outside influences, social media especially, to where we lose the beauty in the work, right? And again, bro, the same time you're doing this, you're building yourself as a person, as a man. You're creating your own, you know what I'm saying, your brand. You're creating your fucking legacy. You're creating who and what you're going to be known as when you step out into the world. And that shit's not, it's not sexy, man. Like Aaron said earlier, bro, it's not sexy, it's not cool, it doesn't look good. Bro, living as a man, regular everyday man, everybody wants to be fucking, you know, the rapper, the football player, the basketball player. No, nigga, that's less than 1% of the population. Okay, how about we focus on, you know what I'm saying, like the regular everyday man that makes the world go round. But because we so caught up in the social media shit, bro, you know what I'm saying, nobody, like I said this, bro, I remember when we was kids, my dad could beat your dad. My dad's stronger than your dad. You don't have kids don't even say that no more. Who they gonna say it to? Nobody's got dads. So once you understand like the beauty in something like that's been lost, man. Yeah, bro. It's, you know.
No, 100%. I understand that well. Aaron?
Yeah, our fathers were our superheroes. I know mine. My shit. You still can't convince me to this day. We run around calling him Batman because if you're ever around him and there's like something breaks, he just randomly pulls out the right tool. Like, why is that even in your pocket? Or I'll be back, he'll go to the car and get like this way to fix it. And it's like, why do you carry that around? We call him Batman teasingly, but like we used to think our fathers were superheroes. I still do. I still think, you know, last time I arm wrestled my father, he beat me. And I purposely never challenged him again because I could tell after that arm wrestling session I'd be able to beat him. And there's no way I could live with that. There's no way I could. So his record with me is undefeated. And it will be that way until we both are in the ground. We don't look at our men like that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. Real shit. Those images, man, like I understand. There's some advice, right, that if I were to give it, feel me, would be this. Once you get in that discourse, don't go sleep on the couch. Fuck that. Never sleep on the couch, fellas. I don't give a damn what TV shows she watched, all that. You lay your $5 ass right in that bed. That's your bed, that's your house, that's your wife. You sleep on the couch if you want to. But ain't nobody throwing you no pillow down those steps and you go lay your big ass on that couch. You lay right in that motherfucking bed. She want to go sleep on the couch, let her sleep on the couch. That's the reality. I don't know what you did, but like from last show, if you was out kissing in the club, don't go sleep on no fucking couch, bro. Is that better advice?
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Because like what's really happening, you know? Like you said, our drawers on the inside of our pants, not the outside. And it's funny, Miss Fantastic, right? What were you talking about? Well, somebody said something about, did you have an interaction or something?
Yeah, so it's a dude that's pretty much, he's under fire right now for something similar to this situation. He said single moms is for recreational use, but he ended up in a relationship with a single mom. You know what I'm saying? So that's being he didn't hide it, but at the same time he didn't promote it, and people are challenging it now to be like pretty much like, you know, he's not living what he's not practicing what he's preaching.
Okay. How do you reconcile it?
Well, I mean, you can't reconcile it because like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The nigga's living his life. So he does say from the point though, but he doesn't it's the hyperbole, as you say, him.
Okay.
I can say if me and you both out of shape, I'll say, hey man, we need to go to the gym, right? I can't say, nigga, you get your fat ass in the gym. Nigga, you fat too. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically he's saying, nigga, get your fat ass in the gym when he fat because you wiped up a single mom. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go as far out the window and say, hey, single mothers are for recreational use only. You can say you shouldn't deal with single mothers, but you can't be out here with them and then say they're for recreational use only when your life, you know what I'm saying, definitely doesn't match up with that. It's like like you said, the hyperbole is the point of it.
How did he do? I don't understand. What you talk to him?
Yeah, I got on the thing last night because pretty much dude, you seen the viral clip of what's the shit that and shout out to Mr. Let Go for getting fucking whored. Okay, shout out to Mr. Let Go. This man say he whored you, bro. He say he whored you like in person. And so don't ever in your life try me ever again. All right. That nigga light skin. Anyway, so but nah. Tonight's conversation, he was on tonight's conversation. They just got a viral clip going around with the dude that said, "Hey, or you consider yourself a it's not high value." What the hell did they? I keep forgetting the term. It wasn't high value, but it was whatever the term was. And he didn't say that he was that. They clipped it up to make it seem like he said that, but he didn't say it. But pretty much I confronted him to be like, okay, so would you call yourself that? Top tier. Appreciate y'all, man. Top tier. So yeah, top tier man. And I was pretty much, he gave the attributes. He's 6'5", he makes over 6 figures, you know, all these different things, so on and so forth, and you know, they clipped it up to where it made it seem like he said he was a top tier man, but he explicitly said, I'm not talking about me, I'm in a relationship. But then my challenge to him was, okay, well, do you consider yourself that? Because that's how you purport yourself as a, you know, authority figure. And to a degree, you have to, because, you know, men respect authority only. You can't be some, you know, some motherfucking, you know, peon or some nobody ass niggas and people will respect you. Like, no, so stand on it. My whole point was, why won't you say that's what you are? Because you're implying it. So why not just own it?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. If you qualify for something, you can't be so humble that it sounds ridiculous, right?
Yeah,
you are that. If you are that, you are that, whether it be good or bad, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm trying to understand though. So son dates a single mom. So why is he saying they only for recreational use if that's his girl?
Oh, not date. Yeah, not date. This is old lady, bro. They 2 kids in now. So the white woman with all white kids, right? He had his little girl, right? They get together. He said he was like 25.
White.
They yeah. So they have a kid, right? I think the last kid they had together is maybe 1 going on 2 or whatever, and now she's pregnant again with the second kid. So you know what I mean, this is your old lady. This ain't just like some little slide or like some little, you know, little freak joint. No, this should, you know what I'm saying, by all intents and purposes, your wife, your future wife, or, you know what I'm saying, of sorts.
I don't understand. So then why the fuck would he? I don't understand.
That's we saying, him. It's the brand. It's the Red Pill brand. You have to say the craziest, wildest shit about women in order to garner your audience and keep them coming in. You know what I mean?
She's white.
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out.
Sorry, I can't hold that shit in. Get the fuck out of here. I can't. Yo,
cabinets behind you.
Come on, son. Like, that's the fuck. He wilding. Like, not only he being a hypocrite, he's wilding too. He's wilding. Come on, man.
You know what I think about Allentown, PA?
Yes, I know Allentown, PA. Yeah.
You know, that's where he's from.
Oh, okay. That make more sense then. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's from Allentown. Dorney Park, yeah.
Okay. I can see it. But still, I can't.
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here.
He's bugging.
It's still a trip. Yeah.
Because one, if you want some Huggy Bear shit with her, there's no way by proxy that baby moms are for recreational use. That makes zero sense. Right? Now, if he's saying, listen, like here's where I could see a hole in it. Let's say he got a kid, she got a kid, right? He dating her. At the same time, he's saying, yo, if you don't got a kid though, right? I wouldn't recommend this construct for you.
No, he said that. He did say that. So he did say that, but
if he don't got a kid, why is he even dating her? That will break down his premise instantly.
No, he got a kid though. That's what I'm saying. They both had kids. So she had 2 kids, he had 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The point, the fact of the matter is that, like you said, with his situation being at was, just say, hey man, don't date single moms. Don't say motherfucking, like I said, jump out the window and say like the craziest, wildest shit you could possibly say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So,
but you have to do that in order to, you know what I'm saying, to garner the audience, to build
and
a brand.
You destroying men by doing that shit, right? Because like you said, if they respect you, right, and you speaking on a specific thing or whatever the case is, and then you don't articulate that thing well to where it encompasses your situation, you're gonna have an issue. And if you're talking like you a lord of the information too, right? If I'm giving it my opinion, that's different than me saying, hey, definitely do this, right? So when I'm telling you, yo, don't eat pork, don't do this, don't do that, follow the commandments, etc., I had to make sure I do those things 100%, right? But now if I build it out, say, look, I got a kid, Shorty got a kid, couple kids, right? You know, when we got together, it made sense. We created the Addams family. Now, if I'm a young man without kids, Addams family, not a Brady Bunch. If it's a young man that doesn't have a kid, this construct is difficult to deal with. Both of our time is in demand because we both got kids, right? So we kind of have more understanding and empathy. You won't be void. You'll be void of that because you don't have the experience. I wouldn't recommend this for you. In which case, he could probably sneak in the recreational use at that point. You feel what I'm saying? But it has to be structured to where this is the situations in which I would advise against and for. You know what I mean? Damn. So you told him all that?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm like, bro, just own the aspect of, my point was he didn't want to own the top tier man shit. You know, but he didn't want to own the top tier man shit because if he says it now, he can be challenged to say, nigga, how you top tier when you chose the baby mama with 2 kids? You know what I'm saying? Your past doesn't, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I mean, you can make the argument as to where, you know, hey, there's somebody younger, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like you said, my whole thing is it's like you said, selling the thing, bro. It's bringing a lot of dudes into the situation that they're not going to hear anything other than single moms are for recreational use.
Yeah, that's what they want to hear.
Yeah, so now, but 2 things, like I said, nigga, you don't qualify for a single mom or a fucking single woman, a woman without kids, all right? You know what I'm saying? You don't got your money together, you fat as fuck, you don't got no charisma, you don't have any people skills, all right? And now you're championing this shit and you're the person out here yelling it now. And it makes everybody look bad. You know what I'm saying? You can't enable the fucking wrong people.
That be the problem, G. That's the overarching issue. And the thing about it is, we said this, what was it, 3 weeks ago now? A month ago?
Yeah.
Where are we doing the young boys a disservice by speaking in platitudes, right? By, hey, here's the most optimal thing. Just do this. Don't even consider these women because of it, you know, because of X, right? But depending on son's situation, and arguably most of us are like Mr. Fantastic said, we trying to make it. We just trying to get by. Like, that's all we trying to do. So now I'm eliminating the whole pool because what? The whys aren't making a lot of sense. You know? What you think, Aaron? Damn.
No, I mean, again, I fell victim to it. You know, I was at a, you know, when I was a younger man, what you would call a top tier guy, you know, and again, I said again, eliminating that pool of women, I'm pretty sure spoil some opportunities for me to find what it is that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Just because I'm thinking, and this is before this red pill shit.
Yeah.
This is just off personal deduction. I don't have a child, so why should she? And some of the examples that I was exposing myself to was pretty lousy individuals. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then when I lift that restriction, I found myself, I mean, back in the arms of my high school sweetheart, sure. But with a woman that has children, and as it turns out, she's a fantastic wife. And it has nothing to do with this nappy-headed individual to my right.
Mm.
She's legit a fantastic wife.
Mm.
Hey, this ain't no
I love
naps.
that. I love you, Mr. Fantastic. Come on, man. I had to do it, bro.
Ain't no naps.
My
It's
shit is,
curls,
you know what I mean?
baby. Y'all think of listen, dark skinned niggas have curls too. All right, don't play with me.
Damn, son. Yeah. It's real, man. It's real. It's real. It's real. You know. Yeah, and we cited this a month ago. You know, when we started looking through the talking points, because I'm saying just for myself, I was just listening to the shit that's damaging more so, because I know that people often go to what's easiest, right? And so depending on where you place blame, the men didn't have to take accountability for certain things, right? But it doesn't actually help them though, right? So how do we help each other is the key, you know? I think that's most concerning, you know. That's what's up. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. You drop this link, man. Aaron with the $5 says she's white with 2 baby fathers and her body done. He promotes don't date single mothers, bashes women's standards, and laughs at BBLs. He's a hypocrite.
Well, she only had 1 kid. The kid's about the same dude. She's not 2 baby mamas, and that's not a BBL, man. Come on, that's a regular white girl ass. I don't know why y'all keep. Still got a BBL.
Corey Joe with the 2000. Mr. Fantastic, can you explain that again slower? Corey Joe, you gotta put it in the chat. We'll figure out.
Yeah, we'll walk it down.
Life, salute. Uh-huh. Salute. So let's see what Corey Joe was talking about. What's this mean?
He said he was the exception to the rules. Yeah, so that's what he was saying about the situation about him ending up with a single mom or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. He ain't no exception. And the exceptions prove the rule, essentially, right? But he ain't no exception. He just like all the other niggas who end up with single mom. The woman, they like the woman. And the niggas may have doubts about the kids, but they accept them kids. That's what the fuck be happening. And then there's not a bunch of women without kids. What is it? 40% don't have kids?
Yeah.
Come on, man. What's up, T? What's popping?
Yo, how's the audio? Is it coming through clear?
Yep.
Yeah, it was goody.
What's good? So, I guess it's just up right here. It's just us right now. So I took notes of some things that resonated with me. So I'll just go kind of rapid fire.
Go ahead.
It's kind of like 9 things, but I'll make it short so that it's not too long. But someone spoke on coming into your own at 35. I think that's probably what's happening nowadays. I think there's, at least I'll speak anecdotally for me. I started coming into my own a little bit later in life. So, you know, it really just started to materialize for me, kind of everything that I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to think. And I've had personal conversations with all of y'all, so including Big Aaron. So, like, yeah, it's all starting to come together at the right time. And I'm still in my early 30s, so I'm with y'all on that one. On a lighter note, like, what about the slim dudes, man? Like, like, I most likely won't ever go past 170 pounds, right? So it's like, am I obligated to, like, can I not, do I have to do I have to, is it too much to ask for someone that is a little around my weight, you know what I'm saying? Or is that just like out of the question? Like, black men all across the board, majority of the time, just like bigger, thicker women.
No, bro. Listen, your
Hold on,
preference.
Mr. Fantastic.
I thought he was asking.
But
Come
I know,
on,
but he
come
can
on.
answer his own question.
I think
I didn't want to do it to him.
He had a
no,
whole
I'm very
saga.
I'm very diverse in the type of women that I like.
So then,
Come on, I'm just saying. So like, what
you saying?
Y'all making a general state. Y'all making a general
All
statement.
right, go ahead,
that's
Mr. Fantastic. Go ahead.
So, I'm gonna say this, bro. Listen. Hey, man, you gotta diversify your pussy portfolio, brother. By all means,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying. But at the same time, man, like I said, your history kind of out here, bro. So I mean, if you, you know what I'm saying, and shout out to her, man. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is, right? But listen. My whole thing is, bro, don't say that's what you want, and then you end up with something else. Don't be out here, you know what I mean? Because niggas this is my T-lay, you know I hate this shit. Oh man, fat bitches. I've never fuck with these fat bitches, and lo and behold, you come to find out you either see these nigga baby mamas, or they get caught out here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker hit a picture of them, and you know they out here with motherfucking Nell Carter. Give me a break. You feel me?
But I don't never discriminate. That's my main thing. I don't discriminate on nothing. So I mean, I understand y'all saying the history, but I mean, like I said, I have had, like, even though the majority of the chicks that I've dated haven't been that,
Yeah, so listen to yourself, T. Lee. So T. Lee, the majority of women you dated haven't been that.
But that's not
do
because
you really want that?
No, that's not because that's because that was what was there. Like, if I went after something that was around my weight of my size, similarity, the personalities just didn't match. That's not what they wanted. Those women saw me as very attractive, as my size, because I'm very athletic, as you can see. So it's like, that's what they like. So those were the ones that came out more often. That's what I'm saying. It's not because I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and look down the scope and try to snipe them. Like, no, like that's just kind of what it was in those. But it was on a lighter note though, because I understand what y'all saying overall. That's why I'm not trying to challenge it. But I'll move on to the next one. Y'all asked if people would come up and be honest about the the alpha and the beta thing. For me personally, I think I'm a delta, if I were to say so myself. If I understand the definition of it correctly, I'm just a regular dude. Like, I go to work, I come home, I either go skating, or I go, be on the computer on my music, or I'm playing the game, or playing video games. So like, I'd be chilling, like, to be honest with you. I'm not looking to be anybody's leader, or trying to be in front of the pack and revolutionize or change something. Like, I just be out here. The best information I hear, I try to go with that. And so I think I'm a delta. But also with that, I think confidence is key. Like, when I had conversations with all three of y'all, right? The thing that y'all displayed the most and talked about the most, in my opinion, was just having that confidence, right? But then we talk about the other side of it, when the confidence becomes, well, now you think you're an alpha, or you think you only an alpha, or you only a sigma, right? Like, confidence is very important for men, which ties into, being a man is hard, because if you don't have that confidence in life, it just tends to beat up on you, and then you have to try to be something that you're not, or put on a facade. So I thought y'all made really good points there. I don't know if y'all wanted to respond to that or not, but I can keep going.
You say you're not nobody's leader, or you don't want to be nobody's leader?
I don't want to be, like, for me personally, some people do, like, at my job, people do follow. Like, I have people under me that will follow my directions, and they don't have no issues. I don't have arguments, but I know that, like, I think I understand, and this is something that I put on here too, being okay with your place in the hierarchy, right? Like, I understand, like, to a certain extent, or I'm starting to understand that there's a hierarchy amongst men. So I'm kind of starting to understand that I may not be in that hierarchy to be in front of other men and try to make it seem like I'm something that I'm not. I guess that's what I was trying to say, if that makes sense. You know. But yeah.
So you're saying you're accepting like your role or place, so to speak?
Yeah, in a sense, because if I try to go outside of my body and do something that ain't natural to me, it looks weird, it looks awkward. People be like, nah, that ain't you. You ain't that's not, you know, maybe you need to try something a little different because it's not bearing the results, you know.
Natural or comfortable?
What's the context? I'm sorry.
Well, you said when you try to do things that are outside of you said outside of what comes natural to you, and I'm asking natural or comfortable?
Well, I know y'all don't like that, but both. But if I had to choose one, I would say probably natural, because a lot of the stuff that I have done, or a lot of situations that I put myself in, is because it's a learned behavior, and now I'm trying to unlearn it, you know, and move differently and see things from a different perspective. Yeah. So combined. Yeah, go ahead.
But that's okay, right? Or should we? Or would should we call him things with a negative connotation? Or should where he stands, should that be okay? What y'all think?
His life is his to live, and I have no choice but to be okay with that. What he wants for himself and what I want for myself are not the same. As long as he understands himself, I think that's the first thing, is self-awareness and self-understanding. And then understand what he wants out of life and do whatever it takes to pursue that. You know what I mean? Like that's for him to decide. As long as you're not doing anything to deteriorate the community at the same time.
No, I got you. I guess what so normally the replies would be he should be wanting more, right? He should be more wanting to be a leader, right? People would call it too passive. You know? How does he is that okay if it is passive? Or do we call it blue pill or soft? Like, how do we actually have that conversation? What do we actually say? Or do we say, okay, we understand that's your disposition. Here's how, in my opinion, how it may work or not work for you. You see the difference in the conversation? So I'm trying to understand it, because we're talking about reality. Everybody ain't an alpha, as we just talked to.
No. So I'm with my bad. Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I'm saying, to answer that question, it is okay, because not everybody is fit to be a leader. Not everybody can be a leader. Not everybody should be a leader. Because if everybody should be a leader and everybody made good on that, then who the hell are we gonna lead? There's nobody to follow. There's nobody to get the work done. Too many chefs. You know what I mean? Too many chiefs. Ain't no squalls. So, and I don't think we should label it blue pill or anything. We label that tea leaves. What tea leaves wants and what tea leaves has is tea leaves. There's no pill for that.
Yeah, I would say self-realization is another very, very important aspect. And if you understand that that's not your personality, it's not your personality. I think I would liken it to like I don't know if you guys, The Wire, right? Everybody watched The Wire, right? Everybody remember when Marlo had took over, he tried to make Slim Charles one of the capos, and Slim Charles like, hey, I never been into management. But he wasn't blue pill at all. He just, no, I'm not cut out for that. A lot of people don't have the wherewithal to deal with people. Like leadership, bro, leadership is work. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a person that's willing to deal with a bunch of different personalities and you know, give your time to everybody else's, no, that doesn't make you blue pill or so on and so forth. It's actually like Aaron said, it's a great thing, because there's nothing worse than a bad leader. So if you had all these people that aren't fit for leadership, just trying to be, you know what I'm saying, force themselves into leadership roles, now you have people that suffer because, you know what I'm saying, that person should have been there in the first place.
Now, okay. So now, and I'm using tea leaves because this is much easier to use him in this example since I actually met him. And the women can talk that shit all they want. If tea leaves ran down on you in person, you would have to make a very valid reason in your head to tell yourself why not. I'm gonna just let y'all know that now. So, because y'all, so now, how does his disposition actually manifest if you were giving him relationship advice, right? Because I would argue that even though the majority of men ain't saying this shit, this is the disposition in terms of what he articulated. So how do we advise the majority of men?
Well, from a relationship standpoint, again, man, get the best thing you can possibly get. Of course, get what you qualify for. So, like I said, I would definitely say, and as you said, we use.
Hold on, this we're gonna do. You got to stay away from all the buzz phrases and words.
Okay. So basically, bro, deal with a woman. Deal with a woman. Deal with a woman that's on your same path and has your same potential. How about that? Yeah, I mean, if you are a single man, you should be looking for a single woman. If you are a man that's upwardly mobile, you should be looking for a woman that's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, CEO bound or the same thing as you, but like Hemp say, I don't want no bitch out of fucking McDonald's and you know what I'm saying, McDonald's and Walmart at 30. Now we both 20 and we come together, we get the, you know what I'm saying, we get together at 20 years old, we both at McDonald's, it don't fucking matter. You feel me? But as you at your options and your outlook should improve as you improve. I'll just say that.
Hey, Hemp, can I add something real quick?
Yeah,
one thing
you don't ain't nothing to add to. He ain't say shit for real. So go ahead.
I'm sorry. So one thing that I did a little bit of research and I gotta do more is I believe when I was I asked the question, of course, in Google. I was like, is there different forms of leadership? And then when I looked it up, they said that there are different forms of it. I think the ones that I can remember are, you can be a leader in influence, you can be a leader by by results, you can be a leader by just not saying anything but just action. I probably said the same thing twice, but I think there's different forms of leadership. And I think that just because you're not good at one doesn't mean that you can't be good or be effective in another area. But I haven't done enough research into it, so that's just a theory.
I think you have managers that are allocated to a responsibility that can do well, right? I think that's why even the people around you, whether it be a team, your wife, your woman, you allocate her based on her qualities and what she's good at, right? So she may take over something that has to do with the household because that's where her that's her niche, right? That's where her talents lie, right? So yeah, 100%, she would be in charge of that aspect based on being allocated. You know what I'm saying? Because she should be an asset and a resource. Damn, there was another thing I was gonna say in regards to just with the I forgot. Go ahead, Aaron. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, no,
that came back to me.
I think you're right. There's different methods of leadership, and there's different styles of leadership. When we talk about styles, we talk about like autocratic leadership style and all, but the different ways or methods to lead by example, lead by suggestion, lead by instruction, lead by influence. And I think that's one place where tea leaves would excel is leading by influence and example. So like I imagine tea leaves, let's say, as a family and children. He seems like he'd be the kind of person that would lead the children to be good people by virtue of showing by example what a good person is. Not telling them this is what you have to do, but they would just see their father go out into the world, work hard, provide for a family, treat their mother properly, and whether it's a girl or a boy, they would learn what a good human being is by virtue of example. He doesn't have to force it down their throat or you know what I mean, promote some principle set. He would just do it by existing.
I got you. No, I think that's fair. In terms of like the things that we talk about, and I think you can lead by doing, right? I think people see the example and hopefully they adopt it. So I tend to hear that 100%. I think a lot of people should lead with action, generally speaking, and stop talking so much, right? Even like the reality is when I'm out DJing, right? And the young chicks is in there, 21, 22, 23. We have absolutely nothing in common. Talking to them, you might as well be talking to a wall, right?
With who?
No, younger chicks, like 21, 22, 23, 24 in the club, right?
Yep.
They come over asking for requests. They look dirty. Like, there's all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I got one in my head from Saturday. I'm like, yo, come on now. You know what I'm saying? How do the women say it? It's given. That's how they say it, right? It's given. It's given. It's given rainbow. You know what I mean? Like, so
Sheen giving Sheen and Fashion Nova.
You feel me? So that part, right? And then the other part, if you have a woman, right, when we talk about their education things at that level, and you compare it to McDonald's and shit like that, you don't have shit to talk about if she's too young and she working McDonald's. If McDonald's ain't a gateway, right? So when we had a conversation, I think we had to be more realistic. What do you have in common? How do you build rapport? What do you have to talk about? At the very least, if shorty with the college, we can talk about college. Right? Like, we can talk about college. You went to an HBCU? Wait a minute now. Was you a part of any clubs? So on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like when we just saying, what's the reality of things? When you actually have to come in contact. We ain't Leonardo DiCaprio. We can't keep recycling. So it's like, what is really going on? What's really happening? What's the actual reality? What's the best advice? I'm saying, you see, when I told Mr. Fantastic he couldn't use any buzzwords, that nigga said, you know what I mean? Because then we'll say, well, we need to be equally yoked. That don't coincide with the first part. What's up, Mr. Williams?
What's up, fellas? Chat. Yeah, I think y'all need to stop Googling and listening to silly shit, for one. Y'all getting bad advice. And people, y'all want to judge people, and you never know. Somebody could work at McDonald's and guess what? Make more per hour than you. That's one thing. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I got a lot of family in the food service. Fantastic. And I'm talking about put in work, 20 years of work, and make $40, $50 an hour. Yeah.
Not in no damn McDonald's, they don't.
No.
If you have longevity, you got to think I'm older than you. So I know a lot of people right now. One of my cousins works for Mark's. Hold up, 35 years. He works for Mark's Feed Store. I'm sure y'all heard of Mark's Feed Store, right?
Who?
Mark's Feed Store.
No.
You never heard of Mark's Feed Store. You need to Google Mark's Feed Store and see who owns them and all of that shit.
But feed store, when you say feed store, that don't sound like
Mark's
food service, brother.
It's a barbecue spot that's been open for decades.
Okay.
And my family does food service. My father used to be Dietary Managers Association president nationwide. All dietaries in the nation. See, when you shit on food service, you need to know what you're talking about. See, I know a lot, but you don't know.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be included though, Mr. Williams.
No, what I'm saying is, the food service industry, for one, you have it everywhere. Hospitals and all of that. Sometimes y'all shit on people and y'all talking about restaurants and all of this. I'm just saying, you never know what somebody makes just because they're at a job.
I know what you make at McDonald's. I know ain't nobody at no motherfucking McDonald's making more money than me.
I'm just giving food for thought just for some extra. That's all I'm saying.
Unless you the franchise owner, no.
I'm just saying.
But Mr. Williams, an hourly and service worker is not making no $50. Now you have, man, I'm looking at it right now. Like Texas, the top end managers make 65,000. And then you have corporate workers who I'm sure have salaries, but you talking about hourly wage, $40 an hour?
I know motherfucking food service.
The burgers $1.
Heard of The restaurant ain't even talked about, so it doesn't matter because I'm in a different state. But a lot of people do know about Mark's Feed Store.
Well, we understand this, right? So if you go to, like, let's say a Del Frisco's, a SDK, a Roof Chris, right? A Steak 48, right? Those servers are making that money, but because the dollar cost is so expensive, right? So we understand that, but that's very high end. But generally speaking, fast food, I can't afford to pay a nigga $40. I'm charging $1.25 for a burger.
Well, I'm gonna also say this though. I know plenty of people who work in food service own their own homes. Majority of people are not owning homes. They renting or you paying a mortgage. I'm just saying. I'm saying from the time I've been a child till now, people that I know who have been in this industry. I just kind of think it's disservice sometimes to clown people because they do work at restaurants and shit.
Well, Ms. Wings, what we were actually
managers and shit, and they running the shop and all of that, and just become general managers and shit. I'm just saying, sometimes I think because this is reality, you could, just like you said, you could meet somebody that works at a restaurant or somewhere else, and you don't know what happened to them. You don't know why they have. Does that make them less of a person?
No, what we're mostly speaking about is the fact that we say, hey, go get a girl out of McDonald's as long as she's pretty enough. That's what we're talking about. We're not clowning the people who we're just saying that ideology, right? When you have to actually employ it and bring it to fruition, like how realistic is it, right? Because it's the rhetoric versus the reality.
And that's what
y'all ever talk to it? Go ahead.
I hate red bullshit. I just do. I hate the whole thinking of it. I hate it. I know we're not supposed to, but at least it ain't a person. I just hate the whole ideology.
So Mr. Williams, what's the bad advice? You said that they're giving out bad advice. What's the bad advice?
If you dealing with a woman who has kids and y'all vibe and y'all have something good going on, why would you allow somebody to talk you out of it? If she's good for you and you're good for her, whether she has kids or you don't, what's the problem? They don't have to lay with that person. I just feel like sometimes the ideology is just stupid to me. And you could actually have somebody that's looking for one thing, love. Bottom line is that's what it's supposed to be about, right? Black love, black men, black women getting together, building a family structure and all of that shit. I just feel like sometimes I think we've gotten so far away from that with different ideologies to the point where how you gonna have black people even deal with each other? When we look at on YouTube and look at this shit, all the rhetoric that goes on.
So regardless of whether a man has kids or not, you saying regardless if he has kids or not, if she has, if
she like her, you like her. If you like her,
it's regardless of the situation. It's regardless of anything. Okay.
That's what you do. Not let somebody else dictate what the hell you should do. That's not being a man. If other men can talk you out of dealing with somebody that makes you happy, that's not being a man.
No,
I know you don't like it, fantastic, but I don't give a damn because I'm a man.
Well, again, you're a man now. You're a man now at 50, okay? And like I'm pretty sure, like you said, you had your dad.
48. Hold up. I'm 48. Hold up.
Okay, 48. My bad, brother. So this is the thing, right? I could not and I would not allow my son to take a single mother seriously without saying something to him. At the end of the day, it's going to be his decision. You're right. He grown. He 18. But when I tell you I'm going to be on that nigga's motherfucking neck any and every time, be like, bruh, I know this is just for fun, right? I know you ain't taking her serious, right? Like, come on, bro. She got a kid already, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got a promising future, and why? What are you doing? What are you thinking, nigga? Go get some more head. Go get some more pussy. Go try something else. No, this one right here is not. No, she's not for you. And I would be irresponsible as a father, Mr. Williams, if I didn't tell him that. Because you got to think, it's not just for him. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Any woman he deals with and takes seriously, that's possibly gonna be, you know what I'm saying, my, you know what I'm saying, daughter-in-law, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, ideally my daughter-in-law, or you know, the mother of my grandchild. You know, and especially with me having a history, you know, with his mom, I don't want him going through that shit. So you know what I'm saying? I need to it's my job, even though he's a grown man, you're right. I still owe him a responsibility as his father to not let him make a bad decision, because I know how good that pussy can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not saying not to, you know, we supposed to advise them. As we always gonna be the parent, but once they get a certain age, we are their advisors. And so yeah, we supposed to do that. But at the same time, life be life, dude. And sometimes it's hard for people to find somebody. But then if you actually find somebody that meshes with, now, mind you, I don't want my kids dating a woman that's 20 years older than them. No, I want them to find someone within their age range, you know?
So Mr. Williams, is it bad advice or is it situational?
Well, it could be situational. It could.
Well,
it could be situational.
I think that's the thing, right? The listening gotta be paramount, right? Because I'm looking at everybody who's participating in the chat and us. They're not understanding what Mr. Fantastic is saying, right? Here's what we're saying, right? People are older. Women have kids. You trying to just automatically say, I'm not dating those women, but you already don't have options, right? So to just eliminate an entire group doesn't really make sense based on your options, based on your access. And then the truth is, when you meet shorty outside, you ain't thinking about no kids and none of that shit. You trying to see how you feel about her and vice versa. You trying to get access to the pussy, right? Essentially, right? We know that this is happening. If you fall for her, like niggas always do, we ain't surprised. And we ain't shitting on you. Baby boy come to you. He 21 years old. He played foot. Mr. Fantastic's son literally plays football in college, right? He's 19, right? 18?
He'll be 19 next month.
This is actually tangible, right? He finds shorty that got a kid. Okay, beloved. She pretty, yeah, she fly and all that. Do you know how much it cost me to raise you? You probably owe me $250,000. Dad, what the fuck? Well, knowing he got braids, right? Dreads.
Yeah.
You got to get your hair done. $300,000, right? You start to just say things that start to resonate with baby boy. You know how your aunt come over and that she always got that crying ass baby. I'm not watching your girl's crying ass baby, right? And you got to just help him understand what the parameters are, right? What the risk, make a real assessment, right? And how his life can be either easier or harder doing it this way or that way. You don't got to beat him down, right? Parenting has stages, right? And when he's 21, 18, 19, 21, even if you still giving him money, you become much more as an advisor. But they still need you, no question, right? But you become much more of a like, well, just consider this. Think about the difficulty. Think about what you do and don't have. Think about the things you want to do, how you want to travel, you can't find a babysitter, etc. So just make sure they understand thoroughly what they're getting themselves into. In a perfect world, of course, right? You don't want him to deal in that facet, but we all know life be life. And like you said, I think that's how you had the conversations, But I saw somebody like, wait, I thought y'all just said don't our baby mother's a good choice. You got to have conversations based on station, based on where people are. And I think that's the reality of the situation.
Yeah, no, I still hold on. I never said baby mama was a good choice. I never said that. No, that's something I never said.
I said good. I'm saying they're a choice that you gotta consider.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you are, it's unrealistic for a man that has children, and especially like say a man that's older age, right, to be like, I'm not fucking with no single moms, nigga. You got kids yourself, and you not really, you look. Once you get, especially like, bro, they calling you unk at like 38, bro. These young girls, they calling you unk, nigga. All right, they sugar daddy. They see sugar daddy fucking central. So I mean, even if you had your little fun with them, you know what I mean? Nah, bro. You know, so that's what I'm saying, man. That's another thing too, Ham. We didn't touch on that, but like, bro, nigga, you not fucking no 25-year-olds, nigga.
That's
all right. Stop it. Stop. You don't even want to. Like Ham said, bro. I see these young girls. I was in Cali, and two cute chicks. They were sisters or whatever. It was just they was too young, man. I got like my daughter's 18. Like so, and it's just weird. You know, I'm not saying it's anything. I'm not saying it's immoral or illegal. If you out here fucking a young hoes, nigga, man, hey, live your life, young nigga, get it. All right. But for me, it's just like, you know what I mean? I'm not pursuing no chick that's like, you know what I'm saying? I'll say like 20, it's definitely 25 and under. It's just not, it's good to look at. She cute, but I'm not even trying to approach a chick that looks like she has that, you know, that.
I don't want nothing young but a sandwich, man. I don't want nothing young but a sandwich. That's it.
That's the thing. Like approaching one of them, they just look so out of bounds, like out of place. And remember, we was out at such and such a club. It's plenty of chicks that's dope. That's our age. You know what I'm saying? At least 30, you know what I'm saying? 30, 32. Like you could just tell how they look, right? They don't look like no young ass girl.
Yeah.
And then even the places you pick, right? Like before we had a dinner, I met them at this place. And this place already expensive. You know what I'm saying? It take forever to get in. And if you got a reservation, you got to put money down on it. You're already going to cultivate a specific type of crowd anyway. You know? So, but yeah, that shit. You ever try to talk to a young ass girl? Or they just try to talk to you? Like when I'm DJ, I swear to God, like they just be, I'm just like, if you don't get your little dusty, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they hold up this they got this phone shit where it scrolls a message.
Oh yeah, you put it on your head and they do.
Yeah, they like this. They like this. I'm like, you don't get your little dirty. You know? But yeah, that shit. What do you think is a good range?
I say a 10-year difference is like reasonable. You guys have at least something within commonality. Mm-hmm. Anything over there, I think, is just crazy. And even still then, like 10 is stretching it. So like, I'm 41 now. You got to think. So when I was grown, they were still in fucking elementary school. You feel me? But you know, 30 is definitely for the most part a mature adult. That's why I say. So that's why I say like 10 years is like reasonable.
Yeah. And now, like, you know, when we talk about
your age, because 10 years from my age, a lot of women are damaged. 10 years older than me, they're damaged.
Oh, we not. Well, I don't think we was talking about older.
I'm saying as far as like from you and Ham's age group is perfect. You know, going toward mine. Like,
you saying we can shift either or. We can shift both ways, but the older you get, you can only shift down. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
10 years older than you is Alzheimer's patients, though.
Yeah, that's why I thought you said damage. You talking about hip replacements in nursing home.
Psychologically, like the women that are born in 69, because I've dealt with some of those. Yeah. Two set in their ways. Because they've been damaged by men, so it's bitter.
Mr. Williams, it's 3 people in the chat that know what you're talking about. Ain't nobody going to the year 1969 for nothing.
I'm just saying, anecdotally, I've experienced.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It wasn't good. Somebody that was, you know, damn near 10 years older than me.
Yeah, I got you. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying niggas won't smash a young chick, but I'm just saying the interaction it's just a different interaction, you know. So it's just not it. That's all.
Hey, Ham, real quick before I get up out of here. That I wrote this down too. That Cheeky and Jalen thing that happened last show, like they both did the role play. Yeah, you don't know how good of a job that both of them did. Like that. That's how I see it around in my anecdotal experience. That's how it play out. Like it play out that way, and that was real to me. So I just wanted to thank you for setting that up, because that was real. That was real.
No, they did a good job. They did a good ass job for sure. You know, overarchingly, man, what I'm finding, I'm glad Mr. Fantastic presented this, is simply that the good of some of the verbiage and the rhetoric, right? I think unfortunately it's outweighed now by the hyperbole and the negative results, right? I wish that more men were taking the good out of what was said and then making it manifest into something they can use and tangible. You know, but I often find people err on the thing that is easiest for them. You know, so young is not. Or excuse me, what the fuck I say? Easy. The easy shit is more tangible. You know what I mean? The hard shit is what people often steer away from. So when you give them an opportunity to do something easy or something where they don't have to do the work and it's blamed on others, you don't see people progressing. You know what I'm saying? And in reality, this shit don't look like what a lot of what's being said. That's why I'm glad that he presented this, because we've been nailing down that shit left and right, looking at the different talking points and shit like that. You know? So I think that this is a good ass job, man, for sure. Jalen, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Jay Miller with the $5 says, telling older adults to date single mothers is one thing, but we should never encourage children and young adults to do it. Yeah. And that's why in his example, when he was talking about baby boy, he's saying, no. Here's what I recommend for you. You know? And a lot of things are situational, you know? And again, the platitudes got to come on down. Damn, I hate that working out one so much. I ain't gonna lie. I hate that shit. People don't work. I don't even know how to work out that good. You know? Aaron, we playing football. We do shit for power and acute movements, right? Explosive movement. That's it.
Some of the worst technique, some of the worst, most dangerous and most fucking injury prone fucking shit ever in life is fucking football training. Horrible.
It's bad on your body. It is high abusive miles.
But you can knock people out their sneakers.
Oh, you're a weapon. You can knock a motherfucker out his own damn dreams. You know what I mean? But it's a cost. It's a price to it.
Mm-hmm.
Gout is one. Yeah.
Damn, man.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Gotta go work for the white man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for having me. Hopefully we had a good discourse, you know?
Yes, sir. Be safe. Do the right thing.
Take care of yourself.
Appreciate y'all.
Damn, man. Mr. Williams, how long you been on the internet?
You guys?
I guess.
This year.
And you said you hate that shit.
Yeah.
What was the most bothersome part to you?
Just I've seen too many people influenced by Redpill to the point where that's all they talk. They say the same talking points every day, and they've been doing it for like 8 months. Even when I'm on the panels, it's the same exact. There's no changing their ideology at all. They just stick with the same thing, the same script to the T, where you just know it verbatim.
Does the script have merit though?
Not to me. Just doing research behind it, and see, it took me a while, and then when I started studying that there were more than one pill. It was a red, a blue, I think a purple, and a black. And I was like, damn, I didn't know all of these damn pills existed, because I thought of the Matrix when I first heard about it. You know? And so when I started looking at it and then just going in the chats and just looking at everybody's content, I was just like, if Red Pill is working, why are the same people so angry when it comes to women? Why are they so angry? You would think if they're giving advice to the younger generation that they would start to be more happier because they're actually spreading their message, but they just seem to be just more angry and more bitter. Just from what I've been seeing.
I saw this thing. Hold on one second. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, so nah, man, listen, the whole thing of this, and I understand what you're saying, Mr. Williams, the rhetoric part of it, but then too, like, you got to understand, right? This is a new form of media, right? New form of media, new form of entertainment, and I don't think people understand just how big the shift is from, you know, television to panels and podcasts and all these different things. So it is some overload aspect of it, which I can understand people get tired of hearing the same thing. But at the same time, you have to, you control your algorithm. If you're hearing the same shit, mix it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I try my best, man, not to. I purposely don't listen to a lot of things, especially, you know, red pill content, quote unquote, because for one, I don't want to talk about the same shit everybody else talking about. And then two is just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I talk about this shit enough myself, so I don't need nobody else to, you know what I'm saying, remind me of the shit or whatever, so on and so forth. So it's just the fact of the matter. And one of the biggest issues is that for the first time, black men are speaking of power. Black men are speaking ourselves into power. People have an issue and a problem with that. They feel like, oh, you niggas this, you all you niggas that. Well, no, I mean, you know, you got fucking Asians and Mexicans out here doing this shit, bro. So I mean, if they can, niggas can get in on it too. That's my whole outlook on it.
And you know, another thing that happens is there's two polarized, right? So if you take a look at stepfatherhood, well, if on the one hand you say we shouldn't necessarily oppose or shun stepfatherhood or dating women with children, then they'll automatically say, well, are you saying we should promote it? You know what I mean? Like, as if that's the only other option. And no, it's not the case. Right. There's more to it than that. If you ask the question, is it ideal? Is it the most advantageous circumstance to enter into a step parenting relationship? No, it's not. But that doesn't mean to avoid it at all costs.
Right.
There are so many other facets and attributes to a relationship. There's so many other benefits, advantages, and disadvantages, and you have to put them all on a scale and weigh them out based on what you want for your life and what you're able to deal with and contribute. You have to understand your own limitations, your own desires, your own weaknesses, your own needs, your own principles, and you have to make a value assessment. And you have to understand where this fits in your life. And are you going to sacrifice something just to say you're avoiding it? Or if you're going to avoid something just to say you're avoiding it at the sacrifice of something far more beneficial to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I had something similar. The situation that you have had with your wife, I had that with my son's mother, but it was with her husband. Right. But me and him always constantly got along, and I never gave him hell. I felt like if he has two good men raising him, that's better than us going to war. And then you have three dysfunctional parents instead of opposed to us doing it all together and helping. Right. And that's my 27-year-old. And so it just worked out better for him, and he's successful with that because we made sure we was going to be mature enough for that. And to Fantastic's point, you know, that is one of the things that, like you were saying about the black men empowerment. I love that factor. I just think it's an abuse of the power is what I don't like. The fact that we can be empowered and voice our opinions and everything, I think is dope. But I think we just have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it more positive and make sure that when we're empowering, we're doing it, you know, just the right reason. Because I do want this younger generation behind us to, you know, to succeed. you know.
Well, that's the I guess the balancing act of sorts that has to happen. But you know, and nothing is perfect. But like I'm saying, it's such a new concept, right? As to where I think this is why it's so lopsided and it's so extreme, is because for so long black men haven't had a voice, right? So like you say, you get a voice out here. Not everybody falls behind that voice, but like you say, if it's the wrong voice, now you have and now you know people, you know what I'm saying, they're emboldened, right? You finally got somebody saying the shit you want to hear. Yeah, nigga, yeah. Everybody hype. And no, now because you know it's bro, anybody can be a podcaster. Anybody can be a channel. Anybody can, you know what I'm saying? You can literally blow up tomorrow if you do it right, you catch the right timing. So now, like you said, you got people out here that don't live the life. They've never had the experience. They just know the rhetoric. They repeat the shit. And now if you look into their life and they got these big platforms, it makes everybody look bad because nigga, what, really? You feel me? So I definitely understand it, man. And like I said, I had to learn to not take it personal. But at the end of the day, what you come to learn is people are more comfortable with the you know, the bravado and the show than the reality of it. If you keep shit real, bro, for real, and you just like, hey, bro, this shit gonna suck sometimes, and you know, hey, this probably the way you gonna have to do it. People, niggas don't like that. Niggas want to be sold a dream, man. You know what I mean? Men want to be sold a dream too.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I think men want to live a dream as opposed to being sold one. I think they want to be told that they can live a dream. And if they're not living the dream, they want those outcomes ignored. But they still want the ability to sell that dream elsewhere. Because selling a dream, in essence, says you're living the dream. And I think that's what a lot of these, you know, this YouTube kind of platform allows people to do. It allows people to hide behind the screen.
Yeah.
Hide behind the keyboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They well. It ain't so. Mr. Chill Out, what's going on, man?
What's going on, panel and chat? How are y'all?
What up, bro?
What's up?
What's good, champ? What's good, champ?
What up? You heard the whole conversation, man?
No, I was running around. I came in. Well, what made me hop on was listening to Mr. Fantastic, and it hit me as far as, excuse me if I turn away, I'm driving with my son who's 18, and it hit home because I didn't have a male role model to give me the information about steering clear about this whole baby mama situation, because I really didn't know what that entailed to be a man or a father at the age of 18 and linking up with a chick who had a kid. But now having my son, I give him the information as far as because you can endure something doesn't mean you should. And the wisdom of how to go about that, right? Because you think you can go ahead and endure these this relationship and the responsibilities that it comes with, don't mean you should, because you don't really have to. Like you're obtaining more responsibilities than you really need to in the time that you need to, when you really should be focusing on yourself and what your career is and where you're trying to maneuver, and then understand how to become through the stages of being a man. You know, you don't just come out the womb running, right? We crawl and so on and so forth.
Yeah, man. No, I agree. What you got? What you say, Hank?
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I agree, and especially at that age, right? And I think that's another thing that is a problem. The advice is given a lot of times should be tailored to a specific group, age group, demographic, and the advice that the advice I would give to an 18-year-old versus a 28-year-old versus a 38-year-old about getting into single motherhood, relationships are going to be different sets of advice. Like you said, at 18, you need to be focused on a very acute set of circumstances in your life, and that should be that. And then as you move on, those things change. And using these templated talking points to kind of expect to take a blanket effect on everyone, it really muddies the water even further. It fucks it up because everybody has a different set of advice based on different circumstances and standards.
I was misinformed because I was taking care of myself and emancipated at 16. So I thought that I already had it all figured out the playbook of life, right? And then taking on a relationship with a woman who had a child was just adding on something onto the plate, not really understanding what that entailed and those responsibilities, and going with that emotionally, and how to go and be a leader of the household. Where in the man's standpoint, at 18, I'm still a child in this game, and didn't have the information given me by another male to understand that, hey, you don't need to endure this because you could, because the V good, because she, you know what I mean, everything looking whoopty whoop, doesn't mean you should go ahead and dive into such a manner where you're taking on all these responsibilities that we're not really ready for. And then that's why you end up having children early, because you're going to have a kid with the girl, right? Because y'all laying up with one another. And then you start to create the cycle again while having a baby mama. You just start to repeat the same cycle that's going on, but you're not really informed enough to how to take care of these things financially, emotionally, all the things that come with it, because you think it's just adding on something to your plate, but you're not fully informed of what all this entails, the life-to-life, day-to-day basis, the mood swings and so on and so forth that you think you're ready for when you're really not. And you're right, at 28, man, we still kids at 28. I'm sorry to say it for those who are that age, but you still ain't got it figured out. We still young at those ages, and we just trying to get our head together and wrap around how life really works.
Yeah.
Shout out, Hamp.
What's poppin'? How you?
Oh, I'm good. You already know. Over here just doing what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, 100%, man. Hey, I'm just thinking through the shit. Like, Now I just remember when I first started looking at the talking points as opposed to repeating them. I'm like, wait a minute. Can I duplicate this in real life, in real time, or have I? And then I realized, like, I haven't actually I didn't see it in myself, you know, and then just like, even with the how you do anything is how you do everything, you know. But 100% on your point, Mrs. Chill Out, where, you know, somebody to advise you the right way to go definitely helps, right?
Well, if you go at 18 at your own devices, you probably gonna fuck it up. I'm sorry, early show, my bad. You probably gonna mess it up.
Probably, yeah.
I'm being nice, right? You're gonna mess it up.
Yeah.
And especially if you don't have no information at all. Like you're in this world as a loner, fighting it, figuring it out, and then you're seeking companionship. I mean, you gonna pick the wrong chick. The chick is gonna pick the wrong dude. I mean, this is, I don't think this has a gender at all. You're gonna make bad decisions, even for females to females and male for male. You're gonna make the wrong decision because you think you got it. I just remember being 16 and you be like, I know. Remember they always talk, I know. I look back now at these foolish 16 years, I'm like, I didn't know crap from crap. I couldn't even tell you if it was chocolate or crap. I didn't know nothing, and I'm still learning every day. But they think I know, I got it. They see it on social media, so on and so forth, and they getting the wrong info, and they living up to this facade code of life, and that's the information that's being fed to them. If it's 100 of us and 100 million of them giving them the wrong information, they're not going to want to hear this information as far as the right information, because it's not as attractive as the information that they get.
Yeah.
On this level, my kids, I learned from my mistakes, so I was able, especially my sons, not to make the same mistakes I made, because I became a parent at 16, and my parents were not thrilled, but I knew how to advise my kids on what not to do and stay on them about their education and all of those things. And now I'm glad that the youngest is 24, but everybody else had got it, even the mistakes I made with marriages and everything. My kids did better than what I did because I didn't want them to make those mistakes. So I think it is about not only the experience, but advising them, hey, and then certain doors I just wouldn't let them go through. Because sometimes you just don't have to go through them. And so if I could, just like I had a couple of sons, hey, if you run the streets, I'll get you myself, because the streets is going to take you off. So I might as well do it for you. And I had to be on them and be on them about that's not the right way to go. And I'm glad as of right now, none of my kids have been locked up. None of them have gotten into anything like that. And out of 3 of them, they're all parents. So I think that's really good. Well, 4. True. 4. But it's just the fact that now I can see when there's no greater feeling when you heard your grandchild call your child daddy and then they see them call you daddy.
Yeah.
So, just passing that type of stuff on and that advisory role, good feeling.
Yeah.
Good feeling. Just because it's all about legacy at the end.
Yeah, Mr. Wayne. Yeah, playing. So, there's one question I want to ask, man. Well, one last question I would say. The channels, right, that seemingly play into where it's all women's fault, right? And then tell men to try to live up to these platitudes. I don't know what the right verbiage would be. And Mrs. Shaw, do me a favor, mute real quick while you're not talking. That's all, just because you got a little bit of background. Is it a pander? Is it almost like abusive or taken advantage of? Right? Like playing on the heartstrings of the men that are already at a deficit. See what I'm trying to understand? Like, so if I keep saying it's the women ain't shit, right? All you gotta do is make $100,000 a year and get in shape and all this shit, right? Now the men that are seemingly fit the guys who fit that role are not having success, right? You allow them to stay where they are and you keep feeding it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And you keep them there though, right? But they're not actually progressing. They're comfortable because you backing them up. Is that almost like a pander or abuse or in some way, shape, or form like manipulation?
Yeah, it's predatory. So it's like what I mean?
That's the word. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if you know Buddy's not built for that, he's not. Listen, well, that's what I'm saying, and that's why I say that's the balancing act, right? So if you're gonna speak in all these generalities, like you said, I agree. Nigga, get in the gym. Okay, get in the gym and do what? Most people don't know how to fucking work out, especially you're talking about proper form, and everybody want to bench 225 their first day in the gym, and you think because you 300 pounds. No, nigga, I promise you, I've seen 300 pound, literally 300 pound men that couldn't motherfucking rep 135. Why? Motherfucking got no upper body strength. You ain't never motherfucking did. You ain't never worked out a day in your life. So even with the strength that you have, you're gonna struggle to do the bare minimum, right? I think there definitely needs to be more details given. I agree with that, but at the same time, though, the balancing part comes in is where, nigga, it's not just you, man. It's not that you just this horrible, terrible fuck up. It's like you can't get shit right, so on and so forth for black men specifically. Hey, these women are out of fucking pocket, but at the same time, it ain't just them only. You know what I mean? But still, like I said, I think the biggest issue and problem with the black male advocacy part of it, right, the empowerment aspect of it, is that black men have been told all the negative for so fucking long. You know what I'm saying? That's all they know. So, and I like you guys are pointing it out, being that that's all you heard. So as soon as you hear something positive, everybody just just jump to it, and and the hyperbole draws them in. So
yeah, damn. Yeah, no, 100%. I think you said a couple things, right? And I think that's when we have to be careful. If we're saying, and we can agree that there's a sect of men, black men, who've been beat down, right? To beat them down further probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
However, placating is dangerous, right? So I wonder, like for instance, like Mr. Fantastic and I were talking on the panel. They were talking about the jail population, right? And we made an argument that said, well, that's 500,000 black men in prison, or the arrest was like 8,000 or something like that, right? 10,000, I think it was crime, something like that, right? Yeah. But there's 20 million of us. So it's nominal, right? But the truth is, I think if we're being fair to the conversation, the fact that out of the prison population, we represent 30% of it based on that demographic, while being 14% of the population, including the women, is a problem. So when we're talking about criminal element, we have to stay in that criminal element pocket. We can't include other black. We ain't talking about everybody. We talking about the criminal element at that point. And so we have to be fair to the conversation, right? Yep. So it is us doing the violent crime, although we know it's not a bunch of us, but we still overrepresent, right? So what can you do as a black man to make sure that you don't fall victim, right? So when we're talking about something, we really have to be honest in that conversation, right? While telling them, yeah, we are a problem in this. And at the same time, believe in yourself, because you know that's not the majority of us. But however, that minority cast a cloud over everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta make sense. So we can't dismiss it, while at the same time letting them know you don't have to be that, and that ain't you.
Well, this is the thing, right? And it's a purposeful overrepresentation of the negative. And when people brought it up, when that stat was brought up, or that point was brought up, the bad actors, bad apples, you know what I'm saying, poor representation of black men are always put in the forefront as a representation of the whole. So that's why it's not trying to completely, totally like act like it's not there. But given that, like you said, saying it's 500,000 black men out of the total of black men that there, like less than 1%, is crucial and important. And my counter to what you're saying, I don't agree with that. I think the black men that are doing what they're supposed to do, we're already doing it, and we're going to continue to do it. Them niggas just lost. Fuck them niggas. Just don't, you know what I mean? And the biggest issue we have and problem is that the 99% of us that are doing correct, we praise them niggas that's doing the 1% that's fucking up. Yeah, those niggas are, you know what I'm saying, they cool, they got clout, they got this, they got that, they real niggas, they whatever, so on and so forth. So I actually think that's one of the biggest issue and problem is that we you know, uplift the some of the worst motherfucking aspects of our representation. So yeah,
no, 100%. And that's where you can say I'm complicit because I still wear the free yayo shirt or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
We glorify, you know.
They get a party when they come home where, you know, like,
we praise it. Yeah.
It becomes idolized stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm Puerto Rican, but I know how to say yellow. I don't say it funny. Right, but if you hear a representation of a Puerto Rican, it's automatically with the accent and doesn't know how to say certain words. It becomes that type of thing. And I think even with the negative realm, it becomes that way. You idolize the stereotype, and that's what becomes known. Like when we walking down the street, if we in the wrong neighborhood, they're gonna cross the street. We not even about that life, but automatically, the view is, the stereotype is, this person finna rob me now.
Yeah. And I think it's no longer cool to be regular. It's no longer cool to be a guy that is not in jail doing the right thing. You know what I mean? He doesn't need a collection of Ferraris and shit like that, but is just doing right by his woman, you know, and his son. Yeah, right. Like what I was saying earlier about how my father, you know, to me is still a superhero. I mean, he did well in life, did very well in life. But, you know, like my friends look up to him.
Yeah.
But he's a regular cat. Like nobody knows what he looks like. You know what I mean? He's a regular cat.
Yeah.
And that's not cool anymore. Just do well in life.
Yeah. No, real shit. Even when we talk about like the women, right? You know, I think when I look at IG, and I said this before, the overwhelm, I would say 95% of them don't got no likes on their pictures.
Right.
And I said this a bunch of times, right? The 20 likes they got, 15 of them, the people related to them. Right? They just post regular ass pictures. They might go on one cheap trip a year somewhere in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? They dress up once in the blue. They ain't doing all like this other shit, right? But we say like they have this modus operandi, you know? And I understand people try to duplicate what they see, but overwhelmingly that's not the case, right? But if man is already at a deficit mentally, this is his assumption now when he go out into the earth. And I think we do him a disservice.
Yeah.
Now, needless to say, they tie value to things that we don't tie value to, right? So if men don't have sex with them, I think I do see women assuming that men like them, right? So it's okay to edify in those ways. But then I'll look at a brother who don't have access and is complaining, and I will say, well, what is your composition? Yeah. You built like a Teletubby, nigga. That's not going to upgrade your options, right? That's just regular shit. But now the thing is, well, come with me. I'm on the same path. You know, eating late at night, eating McDonald's, you buying 2 number 2, that ain't gonna get it done, right? And I only know because I did it. You know, I always try to implicate myself when I'm giving the, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, you know. But the difference is I got good genes, nigga. You fucked. You know, you got to do a little bit more than me. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, just like the advice has to be palatable, realistic, right? And we have to make sure people are accountable for themselves, right? And then help them get on that path to success. You know, diet is the key, right? But we always just tell people go to the gym and get in shape. You know, so I think it just really, we really have to take more care in our advice. It has to be holistic. You know what I mean? It has to be encompassing, so people can actually improve without just using the talking points and what we say as weaponry. So,
and I would say it has to be honest and complete as well. You can't just sell a talking point without selling the potential pros and cons of the talking point and what it costs to achieve the talking point. You know what I mean? We pare down the information so far to where it becomes useless. We have to be honest and complete with it so that people can actually apply it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just don't agree with people who they'll talk about everything and don't have the experience in it. And I think it's a disservice. You haven't experienced it, so why even remotely? I think the worst person is the person that's seen the event that wasn't there. I think
you know what?
The worst person.
It's funny you say that. I think that's another reason why we're not honest and complete with the advice, because of what you just said. We're taking it from someone else out of the left hand, passing it to the right hand, and giving it to somebody. You know what I mean? How can you be thorough about something that you've not experienced, that you've not applied, that you've not battle tested? You can't be thorough with that information. You can only get it the way it was given to you. And then you got to trim it down since you forgot or fucked up or going to misinterpret. Trim it down to the even more skeletal version of itself and then pass it on to someone else as if it's some kind of rule, law, or gospel. Your ass, you got to try that shit on for size. See if it fits. See how it works. Understand it. Where are the weak points? Where are the failure points? How is this beneficial? What value does this even bring? Before you suggest anybody else do something with it. And then you got to understand how it could potentially fit their life and give it to them that way so that they can successfully take it and do what you did. But we're not doing none of that. We're just taking the shit, moving it along without battle testing none of it. But yeah, you're right, Playboy. That's exactly one of the reasons, you know what I mean?
You got to be vulnerable. And when I came up here, what Mr. Fantastic said is exactly the baby mama is my son's mom. And the ex-wife that I had, like, that's the whole experience. So I'm giving him from the standpoint of, this was me with your mom that didn't work, taking on a child before you, and then we had kids together, which was you. And look what we endured, and look at the chaos that was in this house. That me and your mom separated from each other and grew apart, or whatever the case may be. But this was firsthand you. So I had to be vulnerable. How was he going to trust me if I'm not being vulnerable in my information and being honest and true with him? Like, you seen this outcome with your own eyes. You know what it was. So they're not going to believe you, like you said, if you're not giving it from a true place and you ain't got the experience to really tell them like you are. You trying to zhuzh it up,
right?
Make it sound good.
Right.
Yeah. And we always talk. So for instance, like, you got book smarts versus street smarts, right? Now you can definitely learn a thing if you take the time to do so, right? I think that's the key difference when we're talking about saying you don't have the experience, so your opinion matters less. It's because nobody has sat down, researched it, studied it, right? So even if somebody goes through school for a thing, yes, they haven't done it tangibly, but they did the work, right? They did the work. They qualify. See, that's not what's happening here. People don't have the experience, and they haven't done the work and the research to even talk through it. So, for instance, as a great example, like the Bible, right? Everybody's an expert on it somehow. This is a book that it's so intricate, and it tells you that, right? But everybody's like, it was written by this person. Shout out to King James gay, this, that, and the third. I'm like, how you never picked up a calculus book and just bust it open like I know what time it is, right? But for some reason, the Bible, boom, this man, come on, And then what happens is when they run in somebody who actually done the due diligence and learn the language and study it, you see it gets exposed. But because people think that a lot of what we're talking about is opinion based, when really the experience has to matter when you're talking, right? They think that it's the same thing. You're exposing yourself, beloved.
Yeah.
We know that's not how it goes.
And look, I'm a PK. My grandfather was my pastor throughout my life and everything. And then I kind of stopped. But you notice I never get involved when y'all do the biblical stuff. I never speak on it because I know I have lacked off of that, and I'm never gonna jump into that because I would have to go to church probably for 3 or 4 years to even catch up or try to.
Yeah, 100%. I think people just have to have the wherewithal,
But everybody, you're right. They think and I've seen you. Prime example, when I seen what you did with that preacher months ago, 6, 7 months ago, maybe 8. And he wanted the little boy, and you was like, "Nah, you're not going."
All praise to the Most High, man. He gave me that ability. You know what I mean? So I can remember very well. But that's what I like in the conversation too. Like, you haven't done the thing, nor have you studied it.
Yeah.
Right. So if you don't have experienced it, you'll be limited on how much we value your opinion. And that just is what it is.
Yeah.
Right. So when we start talking about, divorce, right? Right. Mr. Williams, were you married before?
Yeah, I was married twice.
Right?
I divorced both of them.
And Mr. Fantastic went through it, right? So if we're talking about process, unless I'm what's it called? A divorce attorney, right? I'm probably gonna sit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, until I get the tangible experience, or if I actually studied it enough.
Yeah.
To do the thing. But otherwise, if Mr. Fantastic and Mr. Williams are talking as an example, just because I know, right? I'm gonna be more apt to listen about the proceedings and etc. Then we argue back and forth. Like,
Fantastic, then we ain't know what we was talking about, but we've been through a divorce and won.
In that type of experience, when you're going through with the lawyers and the paperwork and all that, you don't forget that shit. That ain't something that goes through one ear and out the other.
It doesn't. It stays with you.
And so I think that's when people sit back a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And custody court.
Go ahead.
And custody court. Yeah, those things.
Yeah. Family court. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. And things have nuances, right? So I'm not saying that you can't learn through listening and things of that nature, But you'll know, I think what we want to see more of is if you're less learned, people take a seat or take a step back a little bit. And I use this example, even though it's shitty basketball, I tend to be a little bit more quiet. Right? 1, it sucks. 2, it sucks. And 3, I'm not that good at it. And I never played it for real except for 8th grade because somebody told me I couldn't make the team. A basketball nigga. But I played football and basketball that year. He played nothing. You know? You know? Basketball. Damn, basketball sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What is your dislike with basketball so much?
They say
the tall part. That's the part he doesn't like.
Yeah, but
the
I'm
tall
6
part.
foot and I still played.
I'm 6'5" and it sucks.
I'm saying
Aaron's an old lineman, so two
because he's not good, man. That's all.
Non-basketball built motherfuckers talking shit about basketball. Okay.
What's the most you ever scored in a game in basketball?
I only played in 8th grade.
What was the most that you scored though?
Maybe like 8 points, maybe.
Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, he's salty.
I also scored 4 touchdowns in a game. I also had 20 solo tackles in the game.
Okay.
They said number 34 is on steroids. They ever yell at you in basketball?
They thought something was wrong with me. Most I've scored in the game is 58 though.
This is when you ain't have cameras.
Oh, yes, we did. we had the big recorders. We didn't have cell phones then. No, not the one. That was a good one. You just didn't have the Polaroid. I didn't have to do the Polaroids where
the real.
Damn, man. I think somebody asked a good question that I want to, even like this, right? I think they made a differentiation, but it is misplaced, right? Even when we're talking about people's experience, we're not saying people can't differ in experience, right? But they have the experience nonetheless. And so if Aaron or if Mr. Williams were to present one experience regarding divorce, right? And Mr. Fantastic presents another, right? They both actually went through it, so we can make assessments. And as we dive deeper, we can understand mistakes that happen in a given situation. You know, there's so much case law that you can study or not, right? And if you're not privy to it, when you try to defend yourself, what happens?
Yeah, I agree. So much. I think the fact that we don't give any credence to these anecdotal experiences, I think kind of shoots ourselves in the foot, because that's where precedent can be found. Much to your point, DJ Ham, you know what I mean? You have in case mode, you have to juxtapose individual cases against one another to determine precedent, to determine failures and things like that. But each one is anecdotal. Mm-hmm. You have to look at that. Yeah, you don't have to take it for 100% face value, but you should listen to all of them, understand the similarities and the differences, and how to better create the outcome that you want based on someone's previous experience, not your conjecture and guesses.
Exactly. Like for instance, Aaron, when I think of that, Miranda, right? Dude, I wonder how many people know that's a family's name.
Yeah.
Right? That's somebody's name based on a law being made.
The case law that won the case against the state.
Yeah. Right. So that's the case law that is now universal for our justice system.
Exactly.
That comes from an anecdotal experience that resonated and benefited the majority of people.
That's where precedent is set. Exactly. Yep. 100%.
And you know what, Ham? I've been talking about this with people on panels and everything. Even with the divorce stuff, my last divorce was free because I used the state. and I live in a no fault state as well. So all the research, and then when I found out I could do, I could get it for free, and the state was gonna help, and I had a good lawyer, and then you can also do it for family court for your kid. So when I say, and I tell men, if you really want to do it, try it all, and didn't have to spend anything but $15 for the filing fee. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to.
It will help you with family court and everything.
Yeah. And again, we want everybody to participate, right? But I would hope that people be in more question mode if you don't have the experience or the education. Tell me more about this. Well, here's what I thought about X, Y, and Z. And you, not to say you can't get a concession, right? But you attack it in a way in which you're still learning. And if you could disprove it, do so, right? But I think people are just assuming what they're saying is right as opposed to having a conversation.
Right. Even if you can't disprove it, you're walking away more learned. It's a win-win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brother.
They going hard in the yo, Rainbow Kid. Yo, I don't think so. Mr. Chill, you coming to Atlanta? We going there the 4th through the 6th. I'm tired of y'all basketball playing niggas, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
For a basketball game, I'll ref it. I'm old. With back
we do need a ref though.
I'm old.
And we need a commentator. Yeah, we got a weekend full of events actually.
I'll commentate it. This is April in Atlanta.
April 4th through the 6th.
All right, chill. We in?
Yeah, man. I'll start walking from right now if I need to. Like, we go get it cracking. We got to show up. Like,
you got a ref and a commentator.
I'm old. I like that.
Damn, man. I like it, man. I like it. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I think we just here a good time. We don't got to be here for a long time every goddamn Monday. You know what I mean?
This was meaningful as hell, man.
Yeah.
This was action packed.
Flip this up. Yeah. I'm tired of that shit, Mel. They keep saying swish. I'm like, yo, that shit is
hoppers.
Yeah, man.
Hoopers.
And one like niggas like, I'm like, come on, my nigga.
Nigga, you playing with motherfucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar still? Get him out of here, man. Stop.
Yeah, you playing with people older than me.
Yeah.
CJ with the $5. When I come to the panel with an open mind, y'all say I flip-flop too much. No, we listen. Akeem was popping, been a member for 4 months. Hope everybody doing well. And also Big Aaron, Gout is doing better. Yeah, man. He said he's doing a lot better, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. This is how we're gonna do it too, man. Everybody gonna sign up. We're gonna you gotta have a $10 to sign in to the basketball tournament, and we're gonna pick teams. We're gonna pick teams. Whoever got picked last, we'll see how that actually turns out. That's gonna be funny as shit.
First 5 to make it from the 3-point line. Tell them, Mr. Fantastic, how it works.
That's how it go.
It's 3-on-3.
Yeah, but for the captain. So you shoot for the captain. The first people to make 3-pointers choose to be captain.
Okay, let's do it like that. And then this is how the game's gonna run. You got 2 games going on each side, either side of the court. The game is I'm deciding on between 9 and 11, right? 2s and 3s. If my team playing Mr. Fantastic team, and our game ends, and Mr. Williams and Mr. Chillout team is playing. So let's say Mr. Fantastic, they got 11, they win. Even if y'all 5-7, whoever got 7 down there is the winner. You see what I'm saying? So the game is like this. As opposed to you waiting and shit. Nah, you better get it done. And I'm contemplating on no takebacks. That means you got to crash the whole time. then that shit get ugly, and you got to be in shape.
That's gonna be fun to commentate.
You better have urgent care on deck, man.
But you gotta crash, bro. You gotta crash. Period. You can't be standing out there. You gotta crash. The action is crazy because everybody crashed. You know, for the most part.
Yep.
You know,
that's gonna be fun for me.
You just playing.
Yeah, like you better follow your shot. Don't miss no bunnies. See, I got a feeling Mr. Fantastic bring the ball too far down. I'm gonna be able to swipe it.
You better look at my tape. I don't ever bring the ball down, young fella.
I don't see him keeping it high, man.
Yeah, what you do? Hey, I got all they gotta do is put it right there.
Yeah, put it.
Yeah, man. Damn, man. I might have to bring my own squad too. I might have to bring a ringer squad. You know, I know Kimber Walker.
Oh, Kimber?
Yeah.
might have a chance there.
I know Montrez. Montrez Harrell.
Harrell, yeah.
Montrez Harrell, right? Damn, man. That's what's up. Damn. All right, Mrs. Chill out. We're gonna hold on, we got one more super chat. Let's see. Said what's popping, been a member for 8 months. Says need parts of the basketball game in April. So I put up the Eventbrite already, right? So the field day is a day where we have all the games. So there'll be a basketball tournament that day, along with a bunch of field games. So, you know, tug of war, 3-legged race. We got the not obstacle course, but a relay race, red light, green light, dodgeball, and then the championship games for the basketball will be played after that, and then we'll end the day off with cup in hand kickball. So that shit is funny just because niggas be drunk as shit, trying to catch the ball, trying not to drop the cup, see which one is more important. So that's gonna be good. Got a live show on Friday, and of course we end the weekend with the blackout party number 2 on Saturday night. Bring your Bengay, your ibuprofen. Shiesty with the $5. I like your blouse, Hampy. Very demure. Yo, y'all is bugging, bro. Y'all don't even see. I don't like talk. See, because if I tell y'all what this is, then y'all be act like I'm trying to show off. But whatever, man. Whatever. I'm gonna be the bigger person. Oh yeah, potato sack. Yeah, we got the potato sacks too. Yeah, we got the potato pack race and all that. You know what I'm saying? We got all this shit on deck. It's gonna be fun as hell, man. Come in shape, all right? Because the niggas was catfishing last time.
Brother.
Wow.
Niggas was catfishing, boy. Everybody, Mr. Chiller, everybody that was 6 feet was my height. Said, hold the fuck up, man. That's what's up, man. Mr. Chill out.
It's a good thing we met in person, man. It's always an honor to be on your show. And
you already.
I appreciate you. And as I go by saying, man, stay honorably obedient, overcoming dominantly throughout hardship, importantly noticing God's strength. That's hood things.
Hood things.
Shit like that.
Mr. Williams.
Yeah, man, it was a great show. I always get to learn something, especially Earn, fantastic. Hey, Mr. Chill Out, nice to meet you. Hey, yeah, man, just everybody just keep striving to do better. That's it.
Yeah, no, real shit. And Ren.
Shit like that.
This is a short one, but a dope one. Pause, I guess, if it's appropriate. But fuck all that. These are my homies. These 5 squares up here. And shout out to Tea Leaves. Got my old head. Tea Leaves, the young buck. And these are my 3 brothers right here. This was a fun show. A lot was mined out. I hope a lot was learned. This personally is a banger. This is one for the books for me personally. So I appreciate and love all y'all dudes, man. Real rap.
No, real shit, man. For real, man. I love you too, man. I appreciate that.
Word.
Mr. Fantastic, any final thoughts?
Brother.
Hey, man, stop the cap. I know you niggas, all right? You know how I know you niggas? Because I'm niggas. I seen y'all. I was there with you, beside you. All right. Old, young, tall, short, dark, light. I know you niggas. You not fooling me. Okay. All right. You know what I mean? Go ahead and, you know what I mean? Go ahead and take that big girl to Golden Corral, nigga. You can bring her out in public every now and again. Yeah, you ain't fooling nobody. We know what's going on there, young fella. But nah, man, for real, like I said, I agree, man. This was a great topic today. Listen, man, bro, just be a man, bro. Be your own man. Do what makes sense, but at the same time, what does best for you. If a baby mom motherfucking is in your cards, my nigga, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, play that shit like the big joker. You hear me? But by all means, man, don't live your life and try to ascribe to something that you just cannot maintain. Because all you're gonna do is end up hurting yourself in the end. And the only person live your life is you. Appreciate your help.
Oh, real shit, bro. Real shit. Yeah, man. I want to make sure that we communicate effectively and clearly, right, and transparently as possible, right. I think we need to advise each other, no question, right, and then be open to the possibility that we're wrong. If I have the experience or the education, I'm going to lean into those conversations. In the instance I don't, I'm going to listen more and ask clarifying questions. If I think something is incorrect, I'm going to mine it out with that person to see if we can get to a common ground, or if I'm wrong, and then I concede it. You know what I'm saying? Be very careful to speak in a hyperbolic way, to which people only err on the things that were spoken in hyperbole. People often remember the extremes and forget a lot of the meat pause that was kind of encompassed in that, right? So we got to be very cognizant. People are much more likely to take the easy road, you know? So if you give people a way out, women and men, we take it. Men are accountable because society holds it as such. I wonder if it didn't, would we be as accountable? Right? So I'm always trying to be considerate of that fact. Is it an innate, or is it because we have no choice? I think it's kind of because we have no choice. So therefore, when we communicate, when we want to teach, coach, and train, we have to make sure that the accountability is spoken, while also telling them the things that they maybe don't have control over, and control the things in which they do. Once I tell you to control it, I'm going to tell you how. If I tell you lose weight, I'm going to tell you come with me. If I tell you lose weight, I'm going to tell you those cupcakes and the kids' snacks ain't doing it. You can't outrun a diet. Something that people can grab on to that is substantive. You know? So let's just keep getting better, man. All the men up here, I love and respect, and you can see why, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Bravo Text Luke with the 20 bucks. A great show, gentlemen. And Hamp, how is it listed? It's listed in Eventbrite. I'm gonna put the thing up for the basketball as well. Just because there got to be a little bit of buy-in so that we don't have people just acting like, you know, they gonna play then don't play and shit like that, like with the box.
Shit like that.
Hakeem with the 10 ounces. Hamp, would you be willing to help us finally nip the old head conversation in the bud finally too? But we need Mr. Williams, Big Aaron, and Fantastic because they never been there for the convo in depth. Are you saying like when we did it before, the generational conversation? Hakeem, real quick before we get up out of here, what are you asking? Like that convo, like how do we have it? Like how we go back and forth? Like what are you asking about specifically? Like how it's conducted, or
you talking about when fucking y'all was jumping on Sway or some shit? Some of that shit?
Maybe that's what you're talking about. Let me see if he said anything.
Hey, and me and Sway actually had a dope conversation like maybe 2 months ago. It was really good. And he really understood where I was coming from being an old head. And we really get along. Like, because he wanted to know my views on things and how I was looking at everything. So, okay. Yeah, it would be dope.
Yeah, I think we can bridge that gap. There's definitely a gap to be bridged. I think we generally get along pretty well, though. See, the problem isn't so much with our age bracket. Like the young guys don't really have a lot of problem with like me, Mr. Fantastic, and like Aaron's age bracket, kind of.
Yeah.
Like the older millennials, they fuck with us.
Yeah, it was my generation. They was, and the ones that were older than me, they were having problems.
Yeah, the Gen X, I think it probably get the Gen X. They started to be like, y'all niggas don't know shit, because You know, they kind of feel that way about Generation X a little bit, for sure.
Yeah, Gen X was giving them grief, and so they was giving it back instead of having a real conversation about it and understanding about it.
Yeah. See, we're like their older brothers or cousins.
Yeah,
Gen X is like their dad.
Yeah, y'all the cool. Y'all cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be mentoring them. Y'all should. We're just the advisors of it all. Y'all,
I think they feel, and I'm saying feel talked down to. Y'all young punks, this, that, and the third, you know? So here's what he's saying. Hakeem with the 10 out said, we need to understand the disrespect in its entirety. Is mostly, in my opinion, we are very specific on what subject we respect a specific individual on in a given conversation. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think they don't like being called soft. That's already a defense mechanism, as we view them for the things that they cry over that we wouldn't. Like back to basketball, like we don't call the fouls that they would call. Like it was different. It was a different time. Michael Jordan basketball is not LeBron James basketball. So as soon as we come at them in that aspect, they're like the defense mechanism goes up and the mute button goes on.
But I also think it's like I shouldn't be comparing what I went through as a kid in the 80s to what they've been through.
Absolutely correct.
Sense for me to talk about the 80s and they wouldn't even thought of.
They can't relate. Yeah, they can't relate. So we shouldn't even try to use that as a point, the talking point, because that just goes over their head. It's a moot point right now because they didn't experience it. They don't know what it is. We have to be more relevant and upgrade the way we gonna go ahead and talk to them. We have to evolutionize
we need to talk to them
ourselves
as respectable adults. Though we need to treat them as adults. They're not little kids.
How about
the message? And the message got to come off clear. We can't talk to them like our parents talk to us because it's not working.
Tell you what, these 5 squares, 5 young bucks.
I can set it up. Let me look at it, see what it look like for Wednesday. And we'll chop it up with them. But good, I'm about to do a bracket shit early. Yeah. Damn, man. Good, man. Good. I like it. I like it though. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all jump in the Discord. I'm sure they'll have an after party there. Let's keep grinding and getting better, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.